Hold on, I just pressed the button, so give it a
Oh, well,
give it a second.
Tell you later.
we'll tell you later.
I
Did
guess
you
I
do
should.
drugs?
Yeah,
I
we
had
did.
to go to the emergency vet today. The emergency
Oh.
vet.
What? Why?
Oh yeah, Q-Man's ears, huh?
I think he might have had an ear infection for like
A
a
while.
couple days.
Uh,
But 3 a.m. last night, I wake up and he has like his
Run and get the sheriff. It's the Cowboy
I love duck and chips. We love duck and chips. We love the startled and chips. We're quackers for it. Yeah, family.
head and it got in my eye and it burned my eye.
Oh!
But it.
Oh, your eye is okay?
Water. It was
Your
fine.
eye doesn't have a cat's ear infection in it?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, you know, I rinsed them out. It's probably okay.
I bet it's fine.
If he needs like 14 days of drops,
Whoa.
like,
that's too old.
so one drop isn't gonna hurt anything or anyone. You need like 40, 20, 14. You need 28 doses of this thing to do anything.
To just get a little high.
Yeah, just get a little high. You need 28 doses. So like.
You might as well just pour it all in there at once.
Oh no.
Like.
Yeah,
What's stopping me from pouring it all in there at once?
Yeah.
Oh, and then there's a saline
Ear
solution.
capacity.
Yeah, that's like I'll just eat a whole bottle of ibuprofen and I won't get a headache all year. That's how that works, right?
That's what I do
Yeah.
every year on
Or-
January 1st.
I don't really get headaches. It's more like my back or something.
On January 1st, I actually eat a whole bottle of various medicines. So, like, whole bottle of Pepto-Bismol, whole bottle of...
Just fucking ginseng.
Cover your bases.
yeah, just
NyQuil.
no stomach aches, no headaches, ever.
Nice. You know what I was thinking would be a good idea? I think everybody should smoke cigarettes during Christmas and New Year's.
Like in the interim in
That's
between
it.
those?
Yeah. I was like having this fantasy conversation in my head about like someone asked me if I wanted to like live with them and they smoke. I said no. I don't want to remain. Like, I don't really want to move at this point. But they smoke, and I was like, how would I negotiate that? Because I wouldn't want to live in a house that smokes cigarettes all the time. But like when I used to smoke cigarettes, I was never a heavy smoker, so I would smoke inside because it would be like one, you know, like every day or two with the window open. But like someone who's like a smoker living with that's gross. And I was like, no smoking in the house except between Christmas and New Year's.
What, because like it could get gross, but then you'd have plenty of time to air it out?
Yeah, and that week is like, it's like you're dead anyway.
That's true.
You know, the sun is in the underworld.
Oh, so
Yeah.
so if we're trying to bait Zoom bombers, Ryan, you should turn off the waiting room.
I thought I did. How do I do it?
There's a security button.
Oh yeah, there is. Enable waiting room, turn it off. Okay. You think they'll come and they'll get to the waiting room and then they'll say, "Oh, there's a waiting room. I better put my shit back in my pants and get out of here."
I mean, if there's a waiting room, then you have to let them in, and if they're trying to Zoom bomb, they're not gonna. Like the waiting room is a deterrent. Like they're not gonna do much.
Yeah.
They're not gonna wait for you to let them in.
Yeah, it's like why people don't like, you know, penis bomb City Hall. So they have like this whole giant room in the middle. You have to get through all the way through there.
That's why people don't.
You mean in real life, penis bomb, like run in there, like streak through a courtroom?
I like that
Yeah.
now real life like nudity would be penis bombing.
It
Yeah.
always has
or
been.
clam
you know.
slamming.
Clam slamming. Clam
Yeah.
slamming implies a lot more action than I
Yeah,
think you're usually.
Well, bomb, penis bomb.
I guess, but that's like photo bomb, where it's just like you just like show up and it's
Yeah, true that.
Just
Yeah.
like a real bomb's just kind of in the
It's like a
background,
real-
ruining the shot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I've
It's
always
like-
thought about bombs.
That's the theory behind
Yeah,
shock
that's what
and
the
awe.
Germans did to London in World War II. They just like stood in the background of wedding photographs and like gave people bunny ears.
Yeah, and it pissed everybody off so
Yeah.
bad. And
Well,
that's,
That's what we do to
like
like that's what we do with drones now. We just
Fall-
like fly through the background of like a wedding in Yemen, and they're like, oh,
They're like,
man,
oh
they got
damn
it."
it, the U.S.
A shadow is cast over the wedding photographer, ruining each photo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's sad.
Oh,
So
you know what else is
was
sad?
scream at the TV?
That
What
bake-off
else?
is over.
sad?
It's
I
bittersweet.
feel like they need to reset. They need to take a fucking. They need to assess and redo.
I'm honestly relieved. Good God.
Yeah, really.
Honestly,
Worst season ever.
I like talking to you guys, but I did not want to watch more of this show.
Yeah, there couldn't have been one more.
I was just so peeved the whole time that Laura made it to the finals.
It was
Oh.
ridiculous.
Oh my god, she had the most fumbly, embarrassing fucking finale of any. Like, it was so shocking that she could make it through when the first two things that she did fucked up so magnificently, just like so horribly.
Yeah.
And then she had the audacity with those like weird little fucking things that they made for the technical where she was like, I came last, but I think I was like just the worst out of a really good bunch. It's like, no, you're so fucking deluded. All of
No,
those things look like trash.
When they showed
did.
all the people who got kicked off, I was like, oh man, that person was okay, and that person was
Uh-huh.
pretty good,
Yeah.
and that how did Laura get
Oh yeah,
past
they
all those
showed
people?
Rowan.
Oh,
He makes
who,
shitty
like,
coats now.
Yeah, I know how to make waistcoats. Can you imagine what kind of trash waistcoats he's fucking sewing up right now?
Oh my
Probably
god.
feels kind of empty.
I
His
so
husband's
I-
like, "That's very nice. You made a very nice coat."
So I fully fell asleep for the last third of this episode.
Yeah, I
So-
played Switch during it.
So, can y'all tell me what happened? Because I don't know. I then fell asleep. for, like,
Perfect boy won. My
Yeah.
favorite guy won.
Dave did a really good job on the last
did.
episode. He did well, but he also dressed horribly, and I think that might have cost him the championship,
Dave dressed the same as he always did. What?
He
what
just-
about-
which is horrible.
Totally indistinct. Just
Yeah,
indistinguishable.
Like, but like a little more Beavis-y than indistinct. I feel like he looks a little bit like he got the Beavis shorts on, the little legs sticking out.
he sort of has the
Yeah.
vibe of like I've felt this whole time that he's like a killer who's trying to blend in. That like all of his choices are like that he's really trying to not draw attention so that he can do like a murder where he like takes some of your organs.
And makes a cake out of him.
Yeah. Also, how fucking stupid was there? Like, your finale thing is like make the biggest fucking cake that you can, and then put a lot of other little cakes on it.
Yeah, make a big old pile.
Well, they couldn't
He's always
give him something difficult. They knew it would be a total disaster if they tried something hard. So I feel like they were just like, just show that you know how to bake like 3 times. Put it in a pile.
What did they end up putting on top of their big cakes?
Just like
A
different
bunch of
like,
shit you never heard of, you know. They did have profiteroles.
which
That was
came out
good.
bad.
Profiteroles.
Yeah, which is funny. I was thinking about that last night. The
What,
cook thief.
profiteroles?
Oh,
From
the,
Cook Thief, Wife and Her Lover, one of the lines is, you know, he goes, profiteroles. You love, because the wife loves profiteroles. Which I don't
Oh,
even know what the fuck
shit.
they are. So
It's-
there's some
it's a
sort
dessert.
of dessert. Yeah, well, obviously, but, you know. I don't know what specifically.
that was the first time I heard of him when we did the play Cook Thief
Same.
Wife Lover.
Yeah.
The fucking good lord. I also like the most anticlimactic ending this series is. I mean, I guess also like usually there would be a big party and everybody could be there, so it just being like the camera guy, the dude who like fucking
Keeps the Band-Aids in a box.
Thursdays, like
Boom operator.
yeah, like your best friend, the fucking person who, like, people that work at the hotel that you're staying at temporarily.
Yeah.
That's
Although
all they
I-
deserved. That's all these
Yeah,
people
I mean,
deserved.
they
Boom.
should make their families travel to have to deal with any of that. Although I did feel like Matt and Noel, other than Noel was especially like, Noel had so much fucking pity for Copwife and really like tried to go deep in a way that was like, you don't care about her, you're just trying to have a moment of like, see, I'm nice.
He was
Just
being
like
really-
human understanding and compassion.
Yeah, but it wasn't born out of. I feel like there have been times where it's like, oh, y'all became friends, and this was him being like, on this show, it is my role to be nice to you.
Yeah, he was like, yeesh.
Maybe he realized they had filmed him talking shit about her at the like pre-judging portion at least twice, and he was like, "Oh, I gotta leave her with a good taste in her mouth." So when she
Yeah,
sees that,
damage
she
control.
yeah.
But other,
He does it again, right? Because he's like, well, Laura isn't even in the running.
He did.
oh right,
Yeah.
that
He's
was
just-
pretty-
He was panicking where he was like, I don't understand how she keeps getting through, but please reassure me that it's not happening again.
I mean, that's what we were all thinking.
Yeah, they must have wanted some kind of like, in the face of adversity, overcoming your self-hatred narrative or something.
I think that they liked that she always made huge messes and had disasters, because that was kind of that became the most interesting thing that happened on the show, and it wasn't even that interesting because the disasters were just like pathetic. They weren't even that like cinematic or like
Yeah.
amazing or anything.
She maybe more than anyone else in the history of the show failed her way to the top.
Oh my god.
I don't know if anyone else has ever fucked up so consistently.
I mean,
And-
her stuff just must
and
taste
it just
so
squeaked
good.
by.
It must taste
Yeah.
so.
That's either that or they were like, this person is a fucking wreck. Like, we have to keep them on. Nothing else.
She'll
interesting
kill
happens.
herself if we eliminate
Yeah,
her.
it'll be our fault. But I'm
No,
glad
I
they
think
got two
Visually,
digs
they're
on
like,
her.
everybody else is boring.
This is
Nobody's that good at cooking. But we have like, we have this like giant baby person that's just constantly like squishing things and spilling things, and they're like, at least
Every
that's
time they had a close up of her hands, they're covered in goo, and it makes me fucking
filthy.
bilious.
I mean, and to a point that I feel like even I know I can be a nasty rowdy boy. A lot of our friend group, we can be nasty rowdy boys. I feel like not even the nastiest person that I know would walk around with that level of sticky shit on their hands and not be like, I should rinse this off.
They have a sink right there.
Right there.
There's things all over the place.
There's no
I mean,
reason.
probably, or if they don't have like a lot of kitchens will have like a it looks like a brake pedal that you can push on the floor to turn the sink on, like a hands-free thing.
Yeah.
Wash your hands off in case you have like meat on your hands. If they didn't have that, I'm sure that sink was just covered in chocolate all the time.
I just can't.
And they got two digs on her. Like Paul Hollywood said something about like try not to make a mess of your workbench. And then at the very end when they showed her at home, they were like, "Oh yeah, she's baking in a tidier kitchen."
Because they had no other like news to give us about her. She won the
Well,
thing and then went
She's
home
still
and fucking making
pizzas and
pizza.
fucking a cop.
And her husband in his video was like, it's good that you were gone for 6 weeks because I just finished deep cleaning the kitchen.
Oh yeah, that didn't even register. Oh fuck.
What was up with her
From everyone.
her dad reading cue cards? Did you see him?
All
Yeah.
of those
That
were canned.
was
Everyone was reading cue cards
amazing.
for this.
He was
Also,
very
how
terrible
about
at it.
The pregnant wife was like, "Miss you loads." Get it?
I miss your load.
His loads didn't miss
He's like,
apparently.
"Miss you loads." I was like,
I can't.
He didn't miss that load.
The dad definitely was the most like, look at you. How brilliant are you? Like,
Whoa.
His eyes kept going like down beneath the camera, and his face would just like drain of emotion while he read some words, and then he'd like put it back up for a second, like say 3 words, and then back down.
also, Laura is a child person where she like she only loves pizza, and then
Hates
they had to
coffee.
make something with coffee, and she couldn't. She's like, "Ew, coffee."
No, that's a total baby move.
Smells.
Maybe
Like,
some.
I don't like it.
She fucking gagged. She smelled it and like fake gagged.
Who gags at the smell of like even if you don't like coffee, coffee smells good. Like
It's not even like a queasy. There's nothing
Right.
odd or off about it.
It's not like fish sauce.
yeah.
You know,
Just like
or like
There's nothing
kimchi.
contentious.
You know?
Or
nothing
sebum.
contentious about the smell of coffee.
Sebum.
it's
It doesn't smell like
I-
sebum.
Sebum.
Better than sebum.
Better
like-
than sebum.
Damn sight better than sebum, I'll tell you what.
Could be worse. Could have some sebum in there.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, kind of just like, oh, but what was nice was that Matt and Noel, other than like trying to like gas back up Copwife after she fucked up 2/3 of the show, was that they were so mean. They were so fucking mean to them the whole time. Like going around with like the Mr. Spoon thing and lying and being like, I think you're gonna win.
Yeah. This season, I feel like it really should have just been like a summer league preseason for Matt and Noel to get warmed up. Because I feel like they got their thing. They're like at Mel and Sue level just about now, where they're like making weird jokes and flipping around.
Yeah, what's up, Gord?
Happened!
Gord!
Yeah.
What
Who
up,
is
Gord?
it? Gord.
I don't know. He's about to catch a big one.
Yeah, he's going to reel that in. There's going to be a big penis on the end of it,
Yeah,
hopefully.
God, I hope so.
Yeah. Is it
What up, Gord?
Is it cut?
Is it or is it uncut? This is a
You
British
got a turtleneck on that thing?
Yeah, this show is extremely British and thus no circumcisions allowed.
I don't know.
Ew,
Where you at, my
anteaters.
Yeah.
That's
Anteater.
what
Man-eater. Ant-eater.
man-eater.
I was
Hey,
thinking
Gord-
about buying a
Gord's
man-eater
failing to make
shirt.
an impression here.
Yeah, he's having a lot of trouble loading his porn.
I guess
It's
so.
like it's you can keep getting that
Drop
little
my pen.
Uh-oh. Are you going to show us your anteater?
What's up? This is the strangest, most abstract Zoom bombing I could have imagined.
Yeah, this dude
yeah,
fucking
this
rules.
is sort of it's sort of like the panopticon of a Zoom bombing, but like maybe he's there.
Maybe he's just getting ready to do something real fucked up when we're like relaxed, you know?
Yeah, or maybe it's a bot.
Maybe he's really
Yeah.
just he's out fishing and his
Yeah.
computer joined of its own accord.
Let's dump him. We got to get someone.
Gord, if you can get your tech together, come on back.
Yeah.
Wait, we have to dump him? Why can't we just
Dump
stack
him.
boxes? What's he?
It's-
I mean,
it's just
who's he
a fact
hurting?
now.
Who's he
It's just a-
hurting?
I mean, we can
I
leave
think-
him on.
I think we should have an open borders policy.
I mean, I
Just
feel
saying.
like he might be just like.
It's not like he's a tax burden or anything.
What happened?
Ah!
Oh!
Yeah.
What if we just successfully bully people out of Zoom bombing us
Well,
accidentally?
we should.
I'm too excited.
I mean, we alienate everyone who tries to watch this show, so
That's
it
true.
stands to reason.
I don't know why they would try to do that.
Somebody.
Oh
Who
yeah,
asked them to
John
do that?
Retard. John, except for John Retard. What's up, son?
Is John Retard in the chat?
As always.
Johan.
Well, get out of my dreams and into this Zoom.
Let's
Yeah.
get Johan in here.
Yeah, we want to know
I'm
you.
telling him. I'm on the chat. Get on the Zoom, dog.
On the Zoom, tell us how you feel
Yeah. Why don't you talk
about
about it?
cakes and bakes.
Talk about it.
Sloppy fingers.
There was almost a point of Wolfpack Cowboy Crew crossover because Laura referenced G.K. Chesterton in the finale.
Oh yeah, that was. I was like,
really?
okay.
What a weird ass obscure author for her to be referencing.
But it
Well,
was also
maybe
a
he's more
basic-ass
well-known.
quote. It was
Yeah.
definitely that was not a quote that she lives by. That is a quote that she Googled.
It was one. I've got to say, I've read quite a few G.K. Chesterton books, and that quote is not like characteristic of him. He's
No, I
funny
was
and
like-
subversive, and that quote was neither.
Yeah, that was
I
like.
think
He's
that
also
it-
very
I-
Catholic.
Who even knows if that was appropriately attributed? Like,
Could be
I
Hitler.
really feel like she like Googled like quotes about rainbows.
I don't know. Maybe she's like Ryan and she read G.K. Chesterton and now tries to shoehorn it into every conversation.
Hey, Gene Wolfe
Damn.
has expressed a very big admiration for GK.
I know him just because of his affiliation with C.S. Lewis and Tolkien. He's an Inklings.
Yeah, they were a funny crew.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's that
Christian kids.
there's that
It's
one
the
dude no one
famously
remembers.
funny Tolkien and C.S. Lewis.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
funny
cool
laugh
guys.
ups.
You
Just a
know,
real laugh 'em up boy.
they were like the Choom Gang of the 1800s.
The what gang?
You don't remember the Choom Gang?
What's that?
Barack Obama's
Barry's crew.
Barry's crew? Yeah.
That is
J.R.R. Tolkien.
Yeah.
weed.
The
Yeah.
Joints
weed
are our token.
Weed president.
Yeah, the
Smoke.
weed president.
The one weed president.
Are you guys going to read his book that just came out?
I kind of want to.
Why? What? Just to find out about how he faked reading Marx to try to get laid?
Yeah, I want to know
well,
exactly how
that's
lame he
kind of
is.
like. I mean, that's exactly why I want to read it.
That
But,
honestly, like Barack Obama telling girls that he had read Marx or Foucault or whatever, it says so much about his politics and his presidency.
He did the same thing as a president. He was like, yeah, no
Like-
torture, no war. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm all
it's
about
like-
that stuff.
Saul Alinsky. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's probably like what? That book would probably take you an afternoon to read.
You do it on the
The
shitter.
Communist Manifesto. It's like 15 pages long. It
No,
wouldn't
no,
even-
no. I'm talking about fucking Barry's book.
Barry's book.
Oh,
Barry's
Barry's
big
Talk about
book.
Barry's book.
Barry's book
big
by
book.
Barry.
Yeah.
Barry's good book.
Yeah, I mean it's probably like
Him
a piece
smiling,
of
giving
fluff,
the thumbs
and it would
up.
be fun, you know, and I could insert topical references from it. And
I
I'm
would
sure-
definitely listen to.
I mean, I'm not gonna pay
slash
for it. I'm just gonna
Q&A from
download it for
the
my
book
Kindle.
report that you give on it.
Yeah, read it and then
Yeah.
tell us about it.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I bet there's at least one thing in it that like regular people won't acknowledge how silly or funny it is, and then you have to find that thing.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of gems in there. I mean, I'm not gonna like read it tomorrow, but
Read it
I mean-
tomorrow.
I mean, I might have to because I will definitely forget that I want to read it in a week.
well,
you know? Once the
Maybe
memes
people
about
ever-
it dry up.
You'll only have to wait another week for Barack Obama to make it like a fantastic public appearance for his friend Joe, the new president. I'm sure they're going to be trotting out Obama
Good friend
frequently.
Oh, Obama isn't gonna touch Joe with a 10-foot pole.
You think so?
I don't
Probably
know. I don't know.
I think.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I
He's
feel like
gonna be
probably
like,
stay out of that shit.
goodbye. Yeah.
He's going to be
Oh.
smoking choom with Jay-Z. You know, I had a thought today. Do you think that Blue Ivy will be allowed to compete in any competitions?
of any
What
kind.
Like
Yeah, of any kind. I was
Like
thinking,
track and field at school.
yeah, because we were watching The Masked Singer. You know, there was a new one of those yesterday, and there was this one girl, and Jesse was like, maybe that's Kylie Jenner. And I was like, would Kylie Jenner be allowed to participate in something in which she might come in fourth? I kind of feel like that family would not let one of their kids do something in which they would be like a runner-up.
I see what you mean.
Not a favored one. So maybe not Blue Ivy, but maybe one of the other ones.
What's Solange? Do they have a Solange yet?
That's Beyonce's sister.
I know, but they gotta get one of those too, like a little
Oh,
kid that
right.
they're like, yeah, do whatever you want, I don't care. Or what? Did Miley Cyrus have a young? No, it was Jessica Simpson's younger sister. was
Miley
that one.
Cyrus also has a younger
Miley
sister.
Cyrus also has a younger sister.
And Jamie Spears, the one where they're like, yeah, go whatever, you know.
Yeah, but like there's the one that clearly they put all the time and energy behind,
Yeah.
and then there's another one where they're
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I mean, if it works.
It's
And then-
the fun photo.
Oh wait, hold on. What's y'all's take on the whole free Britney thing?
Dude, Britney's for real. I love Britney.
I mean, I like Britney, but do you think she should be freed?
It seems like something is up.
Well, I mean, she's like not in charge of her finances or whatever.
yeah,
Right.
Like her
that's
dad is.
troubling.
It's just
And
fucked
people-
up. Why would you give a Disney parent anything more? Like being
Yeah.
a Disney parent is proof that you're abusive.
Yeah,
That's
like
true.
I
the
feel
reason if
that.
she can't take care of herself, it's her fucking dad's fault in the first place.
Right.
Be
But
perfectly
then-
honest with you.
That
Also,
also
there are
means it's her
other ways.
dad's responsibility to make sure she doesn't like waste her entire fortune in like 6 months.
But I don't think that she would ever have done that. I don't think there was any proof that she was on that path.
I
don't
think
know.
one of those
But
things.
people are
like,
erratic. Is she like bipolar or something?
She's got to be.
Yeah,
Has to
But
be.
I mean,
We've
well,
seen
like,
manic episodes.
She's
You
something.
do things you don't necessarily aren't part of your life plan if you're just like an erratic person, you know?
I mean, I think it seems like she's got shit going on, but is it serious enough that a whole other adult should have control over all of your shit? That, like, I don't know.
And it's not Kevin Federline. He should be first in line.
I guess that's
He's been out of the picture for a while.
Bring
Yeah, but-
back K-Fed.
He's baby daddy.
I mean,
He's
Yeah.
going to be involved anyway. You might as well give him
Mhm.
some responsibility. It might he might shape up.
yeah.
What about that other like random guy that she married in Vegas for like 2 weeks?
Wasn't he like a weird like tubby guy?
Backup
He's like a
dancer?
childhood friend. K-Fed was a backup dancer.
Oh yeah. I do remember that. Yeah, but it was like kind of like a joke maybe, or they were just fucking probably on meth.
Or like combo manic episode, drugs.
Also, I think Britney had the thing of that she was a real person before she was a celebrity, and then when she got to a certain level, she's like, "This is insane. This isn't real life. Why is everyone around me acting like this is
No
like
way, dude.
okay
She was
and
on the
fine?"
Mickey Mouse Club and shit. She was never.
Yeah,
a
she was.
person.
She was.
Her
born-
parents, her parents were like whatever. They were like Louisiana white trash, though.
Probably.
were
They
taking
were
as much
swamp
advantage
hillbillies.
as possible of their kids' talent.
Yeah. They definitely put her to work early, but I don't think she didn't like. They're not like L.A. people, you know, where that shit's normal. They had to like penetrate that world.
Yeah,
I think though, like that's more damaging because that's more isolating. If it's like I'm one of a troupe of kid actors, so I have a cohort of other kids who have a similar life experience, whereas like if your garbage Louisiana family is just like carting you around to shit while everybody else gets to have normal life experiences, you're more isolated.
That's also kind of like all of the people who get caught up in the Disney, like, child boy band nexus. Like, that's all Florida, man.
Like,
Like,
it's extremely fucking
like
Florida.
that's that. All of that shit is like
They're all from
Florida as
Florida.
hell. And I mean, or you know, they're just from like the Gulf Coast or
You know
whatever.
what? I think I like Florida.
I mean, I like Florida fine, but also Florida is, it ain't
Expensive?
California. It's not the classy showbiz
I think-
version of those things.
I
No,
think
who
that's
said
like-
who said it? I can't remember who said this, but they said it's like California without the hope.
But I mean,
I wish I could remember who
that's,
said
like,
that.
Kind of like that's the vibe. But I also think, I believe that probably
Oh, now
This
it's-
meeting has been upgraded by the host and now includes unlimited minutes.
It's because our content is so hot. Zoom has allowed us to not be kicked off.
Yeah, that's
Me?
fucking radical, dude.
I would like to get a fucking bomb. In
Oh wait, hold on. Johan Retard says, I'm not installing Chinese spyware. Sorry, brah. And then John O'Neill says he's rolling on the floor laughing.
I don't.
oh
I don't have
Oh,
anything
the
to hide
Brits
from
were-
China.
Oh
I mean,
wait,
China's already gotten you, baby. You can't.
What is
live
it?
in
China's
this
gonna
world.
see that I soul seek MP3s by like dungeon synth bands. That's
right?
Yeah.
I don't even do that on this computer.
Mercury Theater Television is a Chinese psyops
Fucking
project. So
shut
Yeah.
up.
just by engaging with these
Yeah.
videos,
It's a
Yeah, you're
psyop.
already
our
dead.
us.
Chinese overlords know everything they need.
You are.
Yeah,
we're here
it's
to
a
make
psyop 'cause we wanna
American
see your
men
dicks.
feminized.
We want to see your dicks. That's the psyop.
That's the Cyclops.
It's a Chinese psyop for Americans to show their dicks so they can make fun of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, the Chinese make fun of our dicks?
Yeah.
Shit. They're like, they're so big. What do you even do with that thing?
No!
You would hurt the lady. Oh no.
Oh God.
Treading a thin line now, aren't we?
It's not. It isn't.
What?
You know.
Dika dika.
You've done a
Oh, so
scary.
big.
You've done a scary time.
Fuck them.
Not
It's a
good.
slippery slope.
Fuck them.
It's not. We slipped off and fell into the canyon full of sharp rocks.
Yeah, I know. We're talking about
That's where
antlers.
Roxy lives.
I'm down here like, come on.
Just darting around between those little sharp rocks.
That is
Yeah.
the Edgelord apocalypse.
I'm like, it's nice down here. Come on.
Yeah, but I think that's the thing about Aaron is that like there are a lot of sharp rocks, but sometimes you pop out from behind one and you're like, I've made you a hot sandwich.
Yeah, you
gotta-
That's
gotta,
really nice.
you
And
gotta
then
take
you're
the
like,
good with the bad.
But now I'm gonna do a scary time. Yeah.
It was Bruce
I-
Lee's birthday today. That's why I was doing that.
What I like is that I think we have frightened away. People are not going to Zoom bomb us because they're worried we're going to make fun of their penises.
Well, only if it's a fucking
I feel like if-
laughable penis.
Yeah, I mean, if you have,
I'm a
we won't
penis
make fun of it.
appreciator as well. If you got a nice one, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I think it's important that people see nice ones, because every once in a while you meet someone who like act like there are no nice ones, and then your heart has to break for them, and there's nothing you can do.
Every scene in real life.
Hmm?
Rap Robin.
Name names.
Wait, the
I
nicest one I ever.
No, the weirdest one that you've ever seen in real life, not on the internet or in porn. Real life. You have to describe it. I'll go first while everybody thinks. A friend of a friend in high school who was like a weird track team guy, who was also one of those people that would like explicitly be like, I only date Asian women. He was an
Libertarian.
anime kid who was a track kid and also was like very open about that. And for some reason, he came over to my house and took his penis out. I think, and I was a bad person. I think it was because I and other people bullied him into doing it. And his penis was like 10 inches long, but it was literally shaped like a banana. Like it curved to one side severely, and both the head
Soft?
and base. No, erect.
Oh,
But
he
the
fluffed
head
it up
and
for you.
base were narrower than the center. It narrowed at the tip.
Like
but
an
no,
hourglass.
It narrowed at
Oh,
the
like
base.
something else.
So
like
the
a
middle
top.
was the widest part.
Damn. He
Yeah,
got dealt
it
a
was
weird hand.
troubling.
They're supposed to be like a banana, though.
What the curve? But it was happening to the side as opposed to up.
Yeah, that. They're supposed to be like that.
All right. Okay.
Oh wait,
Alright.
that's why he liked Asian women because side to side.
We can't live in this world.
No.
We can't. The opinions expressed by Aaron Estes do not reflect those of the
The
rest.
opinions expressed by Aaron S. is some low hanging fucking fruit. Come on, give me a break.
You didn't have to go for it. That's the point.
Well, who's going next?
I'm not hungry anymore. I ate that fruit.
We're-
I haven't-
Everybody else has only seen normal weans.
Okay, well, so one time there was this dude, and he had to get surgery. We'll call him Don.
Uh-huh.
And I hung out with him a bunch when I was like in college and that age. And he had to get surgery, and it was because one day, like, hanging out, he had like a bunch of bros, hung out with a little squad of dudes in high school, and they all were like traipsing around in a creek or whatever, and then somebody's like, I gotta pee too, so they kind of like line up and start peeing, and like everyone's like arcing their urine into the water, and then somebody looks over at Don and is like, yo, what's going on there? And he's like, I'm peeing. But apparently his just went straight down, like here it is, and not like whoo, it was like 90-degree angle.
You went Prince Albert?
I saw it, but it was after the surgery.
Oh. So what? Just his pee hole just pointed down?
Yeah, it was like in the wrong place, or it was like too long or something.
Oh, and it just. So it was like a faucet.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
that reminds me of a weird dick I've seen.
All right.
He was a good friend of mine when I was in my 20s. He had a Prince Albert, or used to. Like, I don't know why people do that shit.
Neither do
Anyway, the fucking
Oh,
like
actually,
the
I do
rain-
know why. Because then you can get it out and show it to people whenever you want.
Exactly. Exactly.
Not worth it, in my opinion. I can get it out
but-
anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, so like the whole like it goes through the urethra and then like out the bottom of the head,
Right.
and that hole never closes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So we used to like party a lot at my apartment, and he would pee all over the fucking bathroom because his piss just sprayed everywhere. And then one time I was like, "Can I watch you pee? I just want to know what happens." And he pulls his dick out and like manhandles it and like turns it around like upside down to try to aim both fucking like dispersed streams of urine into the toilet bowl. I was just like,
Oh man.
Why not just take the ring in at that point?
Huh?
Like, why take it out? I mean,
I would just sit down, dude.
yeah, wait. That's a great point.
No, just sit down.
Yeah, just sit down.
I mean, I do like I'm 50-50 on that one. Like first thing in the morning, I'm not standing up.
Depends on how bad I want to read tweets.
Yeah. Well, that comes, like a half an hour later after coffee.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe they should have told Laura, coffee makes you shit. She might have been like,
She would have been so.
I could use that.
I
Because
do.
I have a
only eat bread
scatological
and
fetish.
cheese all the time.
That's the. Maybe she hates coffee because she hates shitting, and that's why she loves pizza.
Yeah.
Or because every time she shits, she's got to play with it. And it's
Just
just,
dumb up the word.
I realize like 50% of my love of coffee is just that I absolutely know when I'll poop.
you get nervous otherwise?
I would prefer to, like get it out of the way, like before I like had to like get on with the affairs of the day. Because it's like if I'm not drinking coffee, I'm not pooping right away, and then it's gonna come at like 1 p.m. or something like that, or noon instead of like 8 a.m.
that
like,
would be horrible.
Well, it's just not ideal. I don't have any compunctions about moving my bowels outside of my home, but given the choice, I would prefer to do it in my home with my, selected reading material, little space heater on, like the option of like bathing afterwards.
Do you have a Prince Albert in your asshole?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's called hemorrhoids. What? You don't like? I mean, not that I don't wipe or anything, but it's nice to just like, if you're gonna take a shower or a bath, just like do it after you shit, then you're like clean. Why is that? Why are you giving me a face? It's a normal thing to do.
I mean,
to shit and
Why
then
do you
like,
have a bidet?
No, I don't have a bidet.
that's why he's not worried about it.
Because you're living in this fancy, beautiful world where you're always taking a very small shower every time you dump.
Up your butt.
It hurts. I'm not good at it yet.
The first time I used the bidet, it went everywhere too. I was like, man. It was actually very recently. It was at actually at Tony Lampright's house in Portland. They had a bidet.
Very recently.
Like last year.
Yeah, okay.
Can you turn down? Why does it hurt? Is your water pressure up too high?
Well, it's like in order, you gotta like do this fine. It's got a little gauge for how hard you want it, and if you don't do it enough, it's not gonna get all the way there. And if you do it too hard, it hurts like hell. So I'm always like, yeah.
I mean, is it like a water pick? I can't imagine for the water pressure to hurt like hell.
Yeah, it's
just a water pick.
It's like a punch. It's like feels like a fist
a butt punch
of H2O.
Aqua butt punch.
Is
that a Drexia track? Aqua butt punch. That joke was just for me and Ryan.
Well.
Oh man. Oh yeah, Peter said silly Billy.
He also said Jeepers Creepers very genuinely. It's the first time I think I've heard anyone say that with that much authenticity.
Who knows what?
Does that kid swear ever? I don't think. Like,
No.
I bet he has never sweared in his entire life.
I can't. He is the saddest winner yet for a number of reasons.
Johan Retard wants to know, why is there a hurts like hell option?
I guess other people have like assholes of iron. I don't understand.
Is that like Chariots of Fire?
Yeah, I mean, this is.
Bum, 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 bum.
Also, one person's hurts like hell is another person's thoroughly clean.
Yeah, that might be it. It might
It's
just
like exfoliation.
Yeah.
That's the fucking thing.
Got to peel off that first layer of skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you know you're truly clean.
Get yourself a real rectum wrecker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good night, Jordan. Well, I guess we're both sleepy podcasters.
I was asleep in this exact spot on the couch for like 2 hours, starting with the last third of this fucking episode.
so glad it's over. I'm so sorry that we made our friends watch the worst season of Bake Off ever.
I am too. Y'all, this show is usually not bad like this, but then it got
No,
so bad.
Sure.
it's
Yeah.
usually like a very exciting sporting competition with the nicest people on earth who are a little weird, but also so normal and sweet.
Oh, this, like, when Peter was like, I can't believe I've won. Going to uni. Everyone else has gone places, met people. I feel like maybe this was my experience. Which, like, what the fuck? It seems like he's, like, lived in his parents' house and then immediately moved into a dorm with, like,
His flatmates.
yeah, with, like, other nerds. And then, like, and those are the only experiences he's had. That he was
There it
he
is.
a British. Do British people homeschool?
Probably.
He seems very homeschool.
Oh man, my phone just gave me a Bake Off related update.
Hell yeah.
So there's a spin-off show for Bake Off called Extra Slice, which I think is like a, after the fact commentary kind of show.
Mm-hmm.
Dave proposed to his girlfriend on the spin-off show.
Oh, boring.
Now I'm going to sleep.
Like, is a baby with?
Yeah, like how are they not?
And
Are they living in sin?
Yeah,
they've been living in sin. They already have one kid and they got another on the way, so I guess now's the time they've decided to get married.
It won't last.
She wasn't really sure, but then he like got to the end of Bake Off. She's like, yeah, I can't dump him now.
He's a rent-a-cop, but he can bake.
Yikes! I can't fucking imagine. Imagine living with him, and he does that shoulder waggle thing.
They showed a clip from before of where he did like one waggle on a really bad criticism where Fake Paul was like, yeah, there's this little stodgy, and he was like,
So imagine like living with him and you were fucking him and he's in your home constantly and you're like, babe, would you mind making some coffee? And he's like, and like that's the first thing that you have to deal with in the morning. Or you're like, you know what, actually I really feel like I can't see your mom again this week and you really have to talk to her about us not going over there all the time. And he's like, sure, I understand. Like, no, I can't. No matter how much, I can't imagine not being like good, bad, or neutral. Just
He's like, honey, why'd you buy 2% again?
yeah, just like
I hate
can't
2% milk.
do you think when he gets really excited, it's like
get fixed.
It's like the Harlem Shake.
like if there's like a sound of breaking glass in the night and he wakes up all of a sudden, he's,
Yeah.
What do you think?
Doing a field sobriety test, getting pulled over. ZYXW. Right, I don't know.
Zed. They say Zed there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
my bad.
Come
You
on,
say
British
baby
show.
Oh, backwards.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
nobody can say the alphabet backwards.
No, I couldn't do it. Right
Whoa, you're petting a small cat head.
now.
It kind of looks like the cat
Really
that's
funny
like
things,
Oh,
too.
hair, though.
like that one meme where the two ladies are yelling at the cat.
Yeah, which is an excellent meme.
That is an
Hey,
excellent
this is a
meme.
huge departure, but screaming French pancake woman, pancake pie.
Pancake pie.
What? Oh God, yeah, that's great. Is she French?
Yeah, she's
That
French.
seems-
I couldn't tell if she was French or Slavic or something like that.
When
I'm
that
pretty
dude's-
sure she's French.
when she says "fix your ass, bro,"
Yeah,
that's when I
Get your
I was
ass,
sold.
bro.
I said that to my little brother Amos, and he was like, "She's like a dog with distemper."
She,
Yeah, that's the Estes wit right there.
I,
I want the telephone for pancake pie.
Yeah. Pancake pie.
Pancake pie. Pancakes is pancakes.
It's
Why is there a phone number?
I think she realizes how similar she's saying it.
Oh, she knows. She just doesn't like her mouth doesn't work the right way to say pumpkin.
Yeah, I think maybe she's got some fucking denture
Pimpkin.
issues. I don't know what that shit rules though.
that was the first when I woke up this morning. I like rolled over and Mark was like, Aaron sent this meme. It was like the first thing that happened to me.
Oh man, wait, you? Why are you guys so tired again?
I'll tell you later.
We'll tell you
Oh,
later.
you don't want to say it on stream?
No.
I honestly, I feel like we're flattering ourselves a little bit to assume like the FBI is going to be after me, a white woman in her mid-30s with a stable job. Like, you know.
There's
That's
just
cool.
some things that are fine to not talk about on the internet.
I agree.
Yeah.
You haven't slept because of the FBI?
Yeah.
They were in our house all night.
What I'm saying is that I've been
Female body
Embezzlement.
inspected?
Bitcoin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ethereum.
That's
I stayed up real late last night too.
Were you watching?
I was
Dragon
reading a book.
Watching Dragon Ball.
You watching Dragon Ball?
Nah, yo, I was engrossed in a book.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What book?
Oh. yeah.
Actually, I enjoyed it a lot. I cruised through it. It is Off the Road. Carolyn Cassidy, wife of Neil Cassidy, her account of her life with Neil Cassidy.
Is that
And
a
Jack
cowboy?
Kerouac. Neil Cassidy was like
he was in the Partridge Family.
no,
Right.
it's the guy like the Dean Moriarty from On the Road. He's like friends with Jack Kerouac.
Okay.
Yeah. The guy who like later linked up with like Ken Kesey and shit.
I'm thinking of David Cassidy, who's in Partridge
Yeah.
Family.
Yeah.
But it's like basically
Who's Hop
like,
Along Cassidy?
some sort of like 1930s like cowboy cereal, I think.
They had cowboys in
Answer
the
in the
30s.
chat if you know and win a
Yeah,
$20.
like Gene Autry's times. No, nothing. I'm talking about. People know about.
I mean, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, the On the Road guy,
Yeah. Right.
On the road.
Jack Kerouac's bone buddy.
Exactly. Yeah, they basically like, him, Neil Cassidy's wife basically had two husbands.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
Fun.
It
Like
was
like Carly Bird.
something like that. Yo, she messaged me the other day and was like, "I love your Instagram stories."
Congratulations.
Yeah, I was like, "Cool, thanks."
So she slid in your DMs, is what you're
She
saying.
slid in my DMs.
She went into your DMs and slid because there was all this sebum on the floor in there.
Yeah, I like to get it all sloppy in there.
Real slippy in the DMs.
You better put on your Crocs because we got sebum all
You
over
got
the place.
about sebum.
On your
Right,
non-slip
everything.
Crocs.
It's like weenus for adults.
Weenus. Yeah.
Weenus.
Well, who's
No,
weenus
never.
for?
Come on, Zoom bombers with your weenuses. Weenuses.
Nobody's brave enough to Zoom bomb us.
Zoom
And I'm
bomb.
really proud.
Hey,
of
y'all
The
want to
news-
Zoom bombs? Can we Zoom bomb somebody?
The news really makes it seem like this happens all the time. I wish
I
would
think it
happen.
was a bigger thing earlier on.
Now they've
Well,
graduated.
Zoom has created a lot more precautions to make it happen less. So
Are you? I can see by the way that your screen is lit up that you were like in your controls trying to see if you can open us up to the fucking world.
Yeah, I'm trying to initiate
Like,
or
is there a way
disable
that
the
we can
wiener
hack into
algorithm.
somebody else's computer and make them Zoom bomb us?
Tell the Zoom bombers. Yeah, that would just make my day. Ain't
If
nobody
somebody
can do that shit.
Hopped on and
It's too much trouble.
gave us the phone number for pancake pie.
pancake pie.
Johan Retard wants to know how to Zoom bomb. Didn't Johan Retard say he wasn't going to install Chinese
No,
spyware?
because he thinks we're scary.
That's why.
That's the well. No, he thinks our
Johan, I'm holding back, dude. You don't know what fucking scary is, dog. Where do I get on a 4-way Zoom fucking broadcast where I don't get scolded?
I mean, honestly, if you bring back the soaker, all bets are off. That's.
I used all the makeup I had.
Oh no!
I was thinking I could probably improvise it if I use like burnt a cork and then rub toothpaste on myself, which might achieve like a similar effect.
It would, and also that's what I like about that is how fucking horrifying it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that seems more soaker to make it out of trash.
Yeah.
Buy it from Ray.
Yeah, then just like the tubes of Halloween paint I had left over from when I was in a band. Like,
Halloween paint.
Halloween paint.
Just me and my Halloween paint.
Just hanging out in my apartment, just
Get
making my
on
Halloween
here
paint, you know.
and talk to me about their feelings about Bake Off. Because, like, maybe we're just unreasonable.
Yeah, where
Maybe we've been mean.
where are Bake Off defenders at?
Yeah, I want to see a Bake Off apologist.
I wonder if I put lotion all over my face and then turn on the touch up my appearance option, if it'll make me look scary.
Lexi Mountain with a ball on shit.
Lexi Mountain.
Yeah!
That's
Rub this on her face.
yeah.
There she
There
is.
we go.
Oh,
What's
man.
I feel like you're just going to bring
This
out more.
magic moment.
Hi!
Hi.
It's
What's up?
Hi,
Lexi.
Jordan.
She bombed it.
Whoa.
Damn.
Did it!
Damn. Is
What's
that
going
drunk?
on? What is this? What
We're
are they
talking
on?
about the
What is this?
this
Break it up.
wretched
What
season
is
of
it?
Bake Off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's finally over.
Only very nominally.
Mhm.
It's Bake Off and Bake Off adjacent materials.
Basically, any pop culture thing that has to do with food,
Also,
Or anything else.
yeah, stuff
or
on
any
life.
anything you want to talk about.
Yeah.
we were talking about Prince Albert's for a hot minute.
yeah. And how they redirect your urethra.
Yeah.
I'm
Prince
interested
Albert.
in the Bake Off talk. How is that?
It sucks.
Yeah, it's not
yeah, it was lame.
It was the worst season ever. It's one of my favorite shows of all time, and this season was just like very embarrassing.
What for you is the most What was so embarrassing for you?
All of the contestants were bad at baking.
And also kind of
Good.
wrecks of human beings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And all of the challenges were bad.
yeah, they gave them
Yeah.
too hard stuff to do.
And I hate sweets.
And one time, Prue, when I was younger, Prue burned me with a cigarette. So every time I see her face, I get really upset.
Damn.
I don't even think she meant to do it, but I was like 2, so damage
What
done.
kind of cigarettes do you
So you
do?
were like the same height as an ashtray, and she just like, well, bam, but it was the top of your head.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
What kind of cigarettes does Prue smoke?
Benson and
Marlboro
Hedges.
Lights.
No, Benson and Hedges all day long. She's like an 80-year-old English woman, or at least like Dunhills or something like that.
She has them in like the leather pouch that unsnaps.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
her own silver case. I mean, I can't be mad at Prue. She's been wearing my butt plugs for like 2 seasons now. Like,
Well, that's the only way that she keeps her shit in.
That's how you sell them butt plugs.
mhm.
You know what though? I think she is a worse judge than Mary Berry, but she eats in a way that is less disgusting.
Yeah, Mary Berry eating
Yeah.
is really hard to watch.
Just
Yeah.
a
I still
dry
haven't
little
watched
mouth.
any other Bake Off.
Mary
Oh,
Berry's
yeah.
cool. She's like E.T. with like a cool old lady wig on.
Yeah, I love her little bomber jackets.
Yeah, yeah.
What? All right. Well.
There's a bunch of insane jackets.
Okay.
And
But-
a papery lizard
A
tongue.
horrible.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll
But
check
this
it out.
one, there was one moment in one episode where Prue ate something and she picked it up like this and she stuck all them fingers all in. And I don't know what it was and I don't know why she did it and she only did it once.
She in fact showed us what that mouth do.
with this little claw. And it
Yeah.
was some kind of like squishy like chunk of custard that she had to like claw inside.
She was like a stodgy custard.
There was she had that weird quote tonight where she was like, she said something was like the good stodgy.
She's like, it's stodgy, but not too stodgy.
Right.
Maybe
She's like,
they-
and I like a bit of stodgy.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh, no,
the
he
good
was like-
Hodgkins.
He was like, I like it stodgy.
Yeah.
Peter
like
said he
it
liked
stodgy.
stodgy.
But
Yeah.
what is stodgy?
Like really like
Stodgy.
greasy and like a Popeye's biscuit is stodgy.
Like thick or too.
Yeah,
too
you
dense.
stick in your mouth and like kind of like makes you feel like weighed down and slow after you've eaten it.
I
know.
gotcha.
Good
Alright.
stuff.
You know, like think of like the thickest sebum.
Yeah, just like the sebum you've been saving in the empty peanut butter jar underneath your nightstand. You know,
No.
sebum. You know what sebum is, Lexi?
Yeah, I know what fucking sebum is.
Okay,
Aaron.
cool.
Ryan found out last week.
This was
No,
new
really,
information,
last week.
and it's been making a big difference.
Oh,
Can
I
you-
kind of like
I think
say it to
Ryan
my. I'll go
makes
like this,
laugh.
and I'll be like sebum.
Can you imagine how awesome it feels to be 39 years old and learn about sebum for the first time ever?
Motherfucker, I'm 40. It blew my mind.
No, I would really like to. I'd like to live life through your eyes because, like, what else don't you know about in terms of like the human body?
Probably loads.
You
I
can't
don't
put
know
a
how you
pressure
got away
washer
with-
on your butt.
I can tell you one thing. It is supposed to be shaped like a banana to the side. I know that for sure.
I think the most distressing thing was the thinness at the base. It seems structurally inadvisable.
Yeah, unsound.
Yeah, like you're gonna.
Maybe that's where he keeps his hair ties.
Scrunchy.
Yeah, he's got all, you know, because
Scrunchy
you're always losing them.
They just compress everything
And he's
upward.
been doing that since it's like that. Wasn't there some sort of story
It's like,
about, some
the-
kind of famous model who fixed her own gap teeth by putting a rubber band around them every night as a child?
Oh,
That happened?
That
I
was
mean,
just-
you
that's
can
what I
do
heard.
that.
It-
Wouldn't that just make gaps on the sides?
It
Why
does
would you
sort
want to
of
get
seem
rid
that
of
way, but I don't know.
an attractive gap in your teeth?
I think if you have a gap tooth, you should love and value it. But
Amen.
Gap
Yeah,
tooths are
anyway.
okay, but the real shit, a can opener.
I used to have a gap tooth, and I'm pretty sure that one day I just fell on my face and it closed.
No.
wait, it like shudders?
It just
Where?
fixes itself.
I had, when I was little, I had a big gap between my front teeth, and then I like fell on the stairs. I'm pretty sure that's what happened, and if you look, you can tell that my top teeth do like kind of push in, angle inward.
You're gonna have to zoom your whole face in there real deep.
I don't
Change our
know.
view.
I feel like it's really obvious.
I mean, I've noticed. You think that's from falling down?
I think so.
Huh. Well, you're lucky you don't have like a bridge there. I guess.
Hopefully,
Like-
Something.
Meaning that I didn't lose my
Doctor-
breath.
Yeah, like you didn't get
Yeah,
your
it's
teeth
good that
knocked
they
out.
they've stuck around.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
was.
we need to get
cool.
zoomed on by more health professionals.
yeah, if you're a health
Yeah.
professional, call the fuck in.
Yeah.
We gotta know about teeth and penile structures.
You know,
Sebum.
I was young. I was very young, so I feel like everything was still kind of gelatinous.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
I have a fucking fabricated memory of hugging an apple tree in my backyard as a child and feeling a little bit of bark poke my tummy, and that's in my mind why I have this mole.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like the
Your belly
tree-
button.
You
That's
fucked
where
the tree,
Madison's
like
belly
the tree
button
tried to fuck
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have this memory of like hugging the tree and then feeling a little poke and then looking down and being like, all right,
Aw.
I mean, that's where this came from.
you. Little
You-
tree boner.
It probably poked your mole, and that was the first time you noticed it.
Oh, almost assuredly, yes.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
memory is that like, and at that moment, that tree gave me a mole.
Or maybe trees give you moles. I don't know.
That's
When-
science.
Yeah,
When I-
trees give me moles.
When I first got hair in my butt crack, I thought it could possibly be because I didn't wash well enough down there.
No, it's because you're a gross troll.
Oh my
So-
god, I have a story like that, and it's kind of gross, but it's not really.
Jordan,
Go on.
come on.
It's just like
Please.
no, I want to. The reason I say that is because I don't want to be like I have a gross story, and you'll be like that's not gross.
All right, all right.
It's like it's like, okay, it's a coming of age story.
Yeah.
And I woke one day, I was probably like in 4th or 5th grade, and I woke up and my vagina was like, or my vulva was like sealed shut because I had discharge for the first time and it dried, but it was only like a drop and it dried up or something. But
Ooh.
What
And
did
you were
you
freaked
do?
out.
And I was
So how'd you
freaked
jimmy it
out.
open again?
You get the crowbar.
Would
Yeah.
you,
But
would you jimmy it?
Go
with?
down to the service station. Was like, you got a Slim Jim?
it's not, it's not the most like, it's not a glue with the most integrity in the world.
Yeah,
So
one queef and
it sorted itself out pretty quickly, but I did have a moment where I had no idea what was happening to me.
you thought it was
man.
closed
Damn.
for good.
I thought it was for, I was like, oh no, I have to tell people.
Went on
Damn.
tour. Once I went on tour with a band. I don't want to name the person, but it was like a band, and then their sound engineer, and the sound engineer had little kids, and
I know who it
he
is.
said one day on tour, he's like on the phone, and he's kind of stressed out, and we were like, what's everything okay at home? And he was like, well, my daughter Penny Packers got really, really bad vaginal discharge right now, and it's recurring, like it's really smelly, and it's like a chronic problem. And I was like, holy fuck, the kid's fucking 5, and I'm hearing about her vaginal discharge and how it's
Dang.
like,
Oh.
you could have just said she's not feeling well, but it'll be all right. Like, you
I
could've-
mean,
there's so many
Trust
words
the person.
that you like could not have used. You know what
that's
I
a parent for you, though.
mean? right. Then yeah. I mean, I guess that's the thing that parents do, is discuss their children's discharge. Like, that's
Yeah. In
Yeah,
like
children are
very like
constantly discharging in one way or another.
I guess
so.
that's
in
one of-
crystal clear like medical terms.
Yeah, where it's.
Yeah.
I guess you do probably. I don't know. I think if you get covered in another person's shit and vomit enough, you're probably just like, yeah, I don't know. They have some kind of pussy thing happening. It
It's just
sucks.
part of the deal.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
tired.
Once your vagina and asshole have been converted to a single orifice, it's all bets
Like a
are off.
cloaca.
Nothing's
Yeah.
gross ever again after that.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess
Yeah.
if you're a
Bird
parent,
life.
if you've been like up close and personal with everything your child has put into the world, then like vaginal discharge is just like another,
That ain't nothing.
another
I
change.
mean,
from the
It's
clock.
just like another kind of sebum.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just another shade of sebum.
Another shade.
The first time.
50 Shades of Sebum.
Do you think men know what sebum is less because they're not constantly reminded of like what their pores should be up to? I feel like the way like
Oh,
women and
probably.
femmes are.
Yeah.
You mean because we're not vain?
No, you should
No,
like if
because,
you've
like,
got
you're
big open
constantly-
pores, you should do something about that, okay?
Yo, I don't got big open anything. My
I mean,
shit's
if
tight.
Locked
You
up
have
tight.
small, tight, dried up small holes.
I put a little bit of discharge on every part, so that just before I go to sleep, I'm not letting no
Right.
air.
I don't know, man. I've had a lifetime of skin issues, so like I try to keep it glowing.
Yeah, I mean, I just mean that women are marketed to in this way
Yeah.
that's like, your pores are fucking huge, and if you don't squeeze in them and like take care of that, because everyone's looking, like, and if you don't take care of that, like, you're a bad person. You're like morally
Bankrupt.
A nasty
not
poor
morally-
monster.
morally
Yeah,
bad.
you gotta
Yeah.
get you.
Just a walking pile of sebum.
You're
Yeah.
lonely for a good reason.
Damn.
You gotta get you some of those Papa John's napkins and dab that shit.
Papa John's napkins.
Yeah.
Oh, I use.
Are those known for being-
like one of those, like a tube
Any
of
of the
black
brown
goo,
ones.
and you peel it off?
What is
You never
sebum
use
again?
like one of those face masks, Ryan, where you can like put it on your nose and peel it off, and you see the blackheads. I think you'd love that,
Oh, you would love the fuck out of that.
dude. It's so cool. I'm so tempted to kind of like nibble them off every time.
I have
They
enough.
are cute. They're cute. They're like,
I have like
True,
these,
they're like,
I have these little black hairs that grow out of my pores here. I
Like-
have to tweeze.
yeah, I get a weird little black hair on the tip of my nose.
I
too.
remember Roby biting those off your face. I remember
Yeah.
that one. Yeah.
Whoa.
It was like that was
Right.
really. hmm
Young
It-
love.
Yeah.
It's an
You got
important.
well. I have this thing where it's like when I like shave or something, you got to check around your nose, and as you get a guy gets older, like around your ears, because you'll have like I call them troll hairs. It'll be like I'll be like go a week or two, and then all of a sudden there's like an inch long hair off the top of my ear. Like my name's I don't know. Like I'm looking for a fucking dragon's treasure.
They do kind of just like
Yeah, they just appear. They're
they
like
appear fully formed.
yeah. just
Yeah.
like-
This is now sort of a body horror cast. I'm into it.
Mhm. It's cool.
Wait, what
at
is
my-
sebum again? I was
It's
laughing. I
skin
don't think
oil.
I ever heard what it was.
It's skin oil, right? Skin oil.
Yeah, it's a buildup of oil.
Why does
Yeah.
it have a different name? For me?
Because
A,
That's
a
what
different
it's
name
called.
than what?
Skin oil?
Yeah.
Because that's
That's
two words.
Yeah.
the name.
And then when it collects, it becomes sebum. It's like,
Okay.
yeah, the collective word for corn on the cob is corn on the cob. And then, okay, never mind. That's bad.
Yeah, I knew where you were going with that.
Yeah, like the corn doesn't change when you take it off the cob. So
It's just
Anyway,
corn.
never mind,
Nobody
never
calls it. That's a Mitch Hepburn joke.
go to someone else. Go to someone else.
Nobody. Why do they call it corn off the cob?
I realized I remember the first time that I ever had vaginal discharge.
Oh
Mm.
boy.
Yeah. No, I
Me
was.
too. It was delicious.
It happened as I was trying to climb up onto the counter to get a snack, and I sort of like lifted myself up, and sort of at like the little apex of like, whoop, it just like,
It squeezed out.
and it looked like a sneeze,
And
I
it
was-
shot you up to get that last final couple inches onto the counter.
Like when you.
Little
and I was able to get my Triscuits and go on. It just stressed me so much that I think I pulled my my pants down like right there to be like, what has
In
happened?
front of the Triscuits?
Oh yeah. And,
We're bad people. Have we driven away everyone in the chat?
oh, let me check.
Oh, I minimized my windy,
Probably not. Oh wait, Cat is taking no.
like evil.
Jo-
Dead.
oh,
always
Johan
excited to
Retard
know.
wants to know how to Zoom Bob now.
Why are people
Zoom
asking us how to
I like
Zoom
Evil
Bob?
Dead. I don't know. You got to
I
go to
didn't
the
realize there's a
what? You
chat.
go to
Where
Ryan's
you put the
Twitter.
link, Ryan.
What?
You just put the link on Twitter.
Yes.
You should put the link in the chat.
Okay.
Is that
Yeah.
a thing?
Or in the YouTube description.
Now that we're like an hour and 20 minutes in,
So that by 1 a.m. somebody is gonna
we're
show
going
up
all night, baby.
with, I don't know, porn of like, when planes fuck each other or something.
Planes fuck each other. What?
I'm just trying to think if somebody's trying to Zoom bomb us and they're trying to be really shocking, if it's just like
Planes.
some ink penetrated. Yeah, there's like drawings of planes sucking each other off as though they had little plane dicks.
Oh, right, like deviant art.
It's true.
Yeah,
Like
like,
the-
that.
You
shit.
can just have like a slideshow.
Like the
That's how they.
Pixar planes.
Thing about
Some. I mean, have you seen the 747 up close? That shit is dummy thick. I'm like, boom. Prepare for takeoff. Yeah. I'm like,
Is it like you're what? All right, so here's my dumbass. I should know this as an adult. What is a fuselage?
the body.
But
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Fancy name for the body.
so that's going to be harder for the other plane to suck.
I mean,
You
depends
don't
on.
suck a few. Like the
'cause
fuselage is
planes come in all
like the
different
torso.
sizes.
Oh, that you could
The
do
abdomen?
a small plane could get vored by a big plane.
Yeah, that's how planes-
Absolutely. Like a
Mhm.
Cessna getting vored by like a C-130. Yeah.
This is
Awesome.
we have to go on.
the only
Fiverr.
thing I'd want to do with my Friday night.
Is we can go on Fiverr and we can make all of these things happen easily.
Yeah.
No way.
You want to pay
Fiverr?
$5? We're all gonna go in $1
Fiverr.
in on a drawing of
I
a
want to
plane
see
with a
what
wiener.
happens. I don't want top quality
Hold
art
on.
for this. I want to see
You're right
what bargain bin plane vor comes
would
out.
actually that would be a cool hobby, getting the worst artists you can find on Fiverr to draw things for you and just have like a gallery of just really people who have no business creating images.
I mean, that's kind of my job, is just watching that, like sort of filtering that. Like,
Yeah. Well, those kids have an excuse. They're like 18 or 17.
Still, that doesn't excuse the horror that sometimes happens, where like there are some things where like you should know, even if you were having a really good time, you should know what you have done. You should be able to like have a reasonable metric for like, this is something that's worth it to show to another person, versus like, this is probably not something I should show another person. It seems wild that you wouldn't be able to like gauge that.
I mean, they're 17. They probably just are thinking about other stuff, like I don't know, whatever, Dexter's Laboratory, whatever. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, they're probably thinking about Dexter's
Yeah,
Laboratory.
what are 17-year-olds into
Modern-
in 2020?
Oh,
Vor
TikTok.
Probably TikTok.
Yeah. I did actually have a kid apply with several of their pieces being some of their TikToks.
Were they
Whoa.
good?
It was like, they were like a cute kind of like goth girl. And so a lot of them were like her sitting in a chair in an empty room, and it would like flash and she would be wearing different goth outfits. And I was,
It's not art.
no, but I was still sort of like,
Were
I'm
the
not
outfits good?
necessarily mad at this.
Were the outfits good?
They were definitely like a 17-year-old whose mom doesn't really want them to be goth, but sometimes like now that they have a driver's license, they can like go to the mall and find like the gothier things at the mall. But they also like are not trying to make their mom mad, and they're still trying to be cute. So it's a lot of like one or two goth inspired pieces, or like a black crop tee kind of thing.
Yeah, like how I dress.
Oh, I did meet a for real actual like 80s style goth kid.
Oh, cool.
It was very exciting. Like the kid like turned on their video and they had like the whole look with like the Cure hair and everything, and their whole room was black with red string lights.
What state were they living in?
They were from fucking Arkansas.
Yeah.
I really dug
man.
it. Their art was also good, but I was like,
What part of
their
Arkansas?
whole
Like
fucking
Fayetteville?
thing is
Where-
so great.
That's how you know they're for real. They're
I'm
from
the
Arkansas.
only goth in the
Do
village.
you know what part of Arkansas they're from?
No.
No.
There aren't parts
I've
of
actually
Arkansas.
had
Get the fuck
thoughts
out of
of
here.
moving- What? No. Well, Fayetteville's kind of like colleges there and shit, but
Yeah, and
I don't
then
know,
and then
I
there's
went-
just wasteland emanating
Yeah,
the further
it's-
away you get.
it's really pretty. And I went there last year to put my dad's ashes there.
Aw.
His family's from there, and like the Estes family plot and whatever is in Ash Flat, Arkansas. No pun intended. But it's pretty and it's really cheap, and it is probably one of the poorest states in the union. But I don't know. I was like, I'd move here, maybe. I don't
How
know.
close is that to Memphis?
Pretty
I
close.
mean, Memphis is across the river from Arkansas.
I know,
Yeah.
but from the specific.
Look, his
part-
mouth's open.
Ash Flat.
Yay! It already happened.
Yeah, see,
Oh,
didn't cost you a dime.
You know
Ready
how
to eat. Ready to eat.
some of those planes
beautiful.
like refuel with other planes, and then like the
Yup.
Mm,
You
the,
got
the
it.
umbilical.
that you gotta.
Is that what
That's how
I
it
think so.
works. You gotta think these things through.
Mhm.
I mean, well, there you go. I am. Ryan, what are you doing with your hand?
He's got someone's nose, clearly.
Horrifying.
I'm gonna squeeze it till it's really red.
It looks like you're just kind of gently holding a hot dog.
I'm-
Wait,
I'm
what
getting ready
are
to
we
toss
talking
it.
about?
Your hot
Toss it
dog
in
poking
there?
out back.
Look
Yeah.
at that. That looks just like a real nose. It's
Yeah, it
fucking
does.
crazy.
Woo!
Oh, I've got my nose.
I gotta turn this into a job.
Doggy. You just need to go hang out with your fucking niece and nephew or whatever.
Actually did Zoom them today.
Nice.
You know
Did they
what?
learn this trick?
You know what was awesome? I just put on all the different filters, like sunglasses and piggy nose. I just did that for like 40 minutes, and the kids didn't stop laughing the whole time.
Nice.
It was good for everyone. Very low pressure,
That
like
gas.
projection.
See, you're
Yeah.
looking at the back of the plane, and those are the
Yeah.
things you fly up into.
There
That
it is.
gas, dude.
The wheels.
I'm really happy about these. I think that they're kind of cheesecakey. Like there's no penetration or anything. It's just sort of like
Oh no, the other plane isn't there. It's point of view of
Right,
you about to go
exactly.
get gas.
You're the other plane.
Yeah, it's like, oh
that,
man, look.
like that poster of the girl playing
go.
tennis, but like her skirt has come up so you could see her ass.
Oh yeah.
It's the plain version of that.
Make sure that when you draw that little thing that gets the fuel, that it's like a banana to the side.
No.
I so want it to be that he shaped it with a scrunchie over time because he just thought it looked cool.
He's
I
like
think
a-
it's just like he got sick of losing his little, elastic ponytailers.
like a foot
It's like-
binding kind of a thing,
Like no, he just needed them a place where he wouldn't lose them. Like it's like
or like the Burmese women with the neck rings, stretch their necks out,
I
but
guess if you started
down
it
there,
early, you
with
probably
his down
could.
there.
Oh, guys do that for their foreskin to grow. That's on the this recent
Yeah.
episode of How to with John Wilson. This guy
Yeah.
has like a foreskin lengthener, and
Yep.
part of the
It's like a weighted clamp kind of thing.
Woo!
Okay, here's the thing: is they're like there's like a bell end for the bell end. There's like a tap for it and like a string thing, and the thing about the episode is that they show the man's penis with his contraption on it. And they show him about to put on, and he's like, and it just goes on, and you're like, what fucking just goes on? Like they don't show you weirdly, like they don't show you exactly. But the only thing I can think is this guy who walks around with his penis stretched through his clothes. Like apparently,
up
he was
or
going
down?
Up, not down.
Oh.
up, like pulling. Oh no! Oh, actually no.
I thought it was like
His
a garter
goes
belt
down.
thing.
His goes. Does his go down into his sock, or like I thought his was like strapped up?
Oh, I thought it was like a weighted thing. but-
Yeah,
Oh, you're right,
I
no,
thought
I
it was
think
like
it
a
is.
garter that went around your thigh
Okay.
that it attached to.
Okay, so Martin from Matmos told me that guys that he knows who have been into that wear it like around their neck, like they have an around their neck thing and they pull it up. So I think I got confused because when I told Martin about the balls I had seen, he was like, "Oh yeah, no, I know people who used to do that."
The balls that you've seen.
The balls
Balls
I've seen. That's like a fucking Dr. Seuss.
that's
book.
the new Barack Obama book.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Barry's balls.
Harry's balls.
Barry's balls.
Love it.
So wait, what are the balls?
Yeah,
Oh.
we were all sharing
Oh,
weird
the
dick
guy.
stories earlier.
I don't know.
Foreskin guys,
Oh.
because there's just
Oh.
like his
What is-
dick is all stretched.
Yeah.
And he has a thing where he stretches his dick up and attaches it to his bed, like his bedpost.
Oh.
And is this
Yeah.
just to try to reclaim his foreskin, or
Yeah,
is
he's
it
trying
a
to
kink?
reclaim his foreskin. Yeah.
Okay.
What a dork.
Well, I'm circumcised, and like I just accept my lot.
Yeah.
No, I think it's
Oh,
some kind
yeah,
of weird
it's-
genital
it-
mutilation.
Oh man, it's so hard having a presentable genital. Oh, I feel so
Oh, yeah, I
oppressed
forgot.
that I
He-
don't look like a
he
fucking
hates it.
anteater.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
They're gnarly, and they're the texture. The texture is the real thing.
That's the way they come, though.
Not,
No pun
not,
intended.
not mine.
Not a Catholic wiener.
That's how they
No.
are.
No, not a good old fashioned American
Those
wiener
people,
like
like-
circa 1980, 81.
Do you know why God is still popular to this day? Because he was the dude that came out and was like, "Yo, let's get these things looking presentable."
Give me
Chop
those
'em up.
foreskins. Give me the foreskins.
He's like, it's just like 1 second of pain when you're little, and then like, however many 50 years maybe of not cringing when you have to show it to someone new.
But then you do miss out on some fun games. Like, couldn't you do a thing like you could play Anteater where you could play out like nerds or something? And like,
Yeah.
No, Pop Rocks.
yeah, Pop Rocks. Ooh, Pop Rocks
Yeah.
seem like they'd be intense.
Yeah, I think I saw something like that one time.
Oh, so this is a real.
Yeah, I mean, not actually saw it, but saw Reds.
But someone did a
Pop Rocks
rail
on
of
here, too.
Pop Rocks up there,
Yeah.
urethra.
Oh, is it a real?
No, just up under the foreskin. But then it's also like a little extra item of personal grooming you don't have to really attend to.
Kitty.
You don't have to
Yeah.
sweep out the Pop Rocks from
Yeah,
underneath.
the what do they call it? Smegma.
I also heard sometimes they bleed for like no reason.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah, I've heard that too.
They're
God
pretty
forbid.
delicate.
God forbid your fucking genitals bleed. God forbid.
Yeah, right, boy, got him. but like out of like being damaged, not like as a nut.
You just
that
from
happens
regular, like
monthly.
from the intended use, not even from like.
Oh, not
Please
just
intended
spontaneously. Like you've been at work all day, just like typing away at the computer.
No, you're
No,
jamming.
like you've been fucking real hard and you tear your
Oh.
foreskin. Stop.
That's
Yeah.
sort of like a badge of honor, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I
Yeah, like-
use my
Wear
badge
some
on all
scars.
the time.
Badge of honor.
Yeah, it's like a badge of honor.
It's like if you get in a sword fight and your arm falls off, that's like an honor. Good job.
Yeah, I mean you know.
You can have like a tattered battle cloak.
Like those what was it in Europe there was like
You've been in a scary
dueling
battle.
scars.
You have a scar across your eye.
yeah, like what
And
if
you know what, it makes
guys
you
used to do that
badass.
in Europe, like in Prussia it was like they had dueling scars, like certain types of military people would have like scars on their face like kind of purposefully.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or it's a
dueling.
thing where like you know, it shows.
Be right back, gonna go slice my dick.
Yo, or like in Japanese prison, where gangsters, when they go to jail in Japan, once a year you cut a little slit in your penis and you put a pearl in there, and then you like let it heal underneath. So every year you get a new pearl in there.
Do you think this is an everybody thing or a one-time one guy thing?
I think
Like a Yakuza thing?
Yeah, it's a Yakuza. It's like a Yakuza
That's
I don't know if it's
badass
cool.
thing.
Hold on a second, I'm looking this up right now.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
then
know
you've
if
got
it's
this
so
like
much, but-
studded monster. Once you've been in there for a long time, it's like if you have sex with anyone, they are going to be mad.
Yakuza purling.
They are going to
Up.
be upset about it.
Body
because of your
modification.
former
Yep. Oh,
gangster penis.
wait, you are correct, Ryan.
Oh,
Oh,
what do you think?
Oh!
I'm not smart enough to make
Oh!
that up.
I
I wish I could
you do
invent
them in a
details
line
like
or
that.
You just do them wherever, because I feel like in a line at least could be like aesthetically interesting, whereas wherever is going to
Yo.
just be diseased.
I think
Yeah,
you
it
just got to
is.
put
And
them all
The best
over.
known historical use of purling involves the Yakuza organized crime syndicates of Japan, whose members perform several notable types of body modification, including your tattoos, amputation of finger joints, to
What?
yeah, purling is performed in prison by the Yakuza, with each pearl supposedly symbolizing a year spent in prison.
So you know Sean from Terrace House. Sean could probably put a bunch of pearls on that thing, I bet.
Oh wait, which guy from Terrace House? Is there a guy from Terrace House who is in jail?
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
who is in love with Tsubasa from Opening New Doors.
Opening New Doors.
Yeah.
The model,
The
Yeah.
half American model.
yeah, he got
Oh.
busted for weed.
Yep. So he's going to jail.
Imagine
Yeah.
though, so like
Wait,
you go
was
to
Sean the
jail-
one who was like the comedian?
No.
Not the
The
stand-up
comed-
comedian.
The
one.
comedian was so bad.
That
Oh
was
my
so
god.
bad.
That
I
was-
was like, I really felt for him though. Because I was like, I've been there, babe. Like I know. I just knew it, and I was like, oh god.
Oh, but he has no potential. Like that dude will never be funny.
What season was he in?
Yeah,
The Canadian?
it's true. I mean, the whole. I mean, when I say I've been there, like, I don't think I've been there because I was like making fun of people who had jobs. You know what I mean? Like, I think what I mean is like in the not connecting. Like his material was trash. Like that was fucking garbage.
Wait,
Damn.
what season is comedian guy?
Is it Boys and Girls in the City, I think?
Oh, okay.
You should watch them all.
Wait,
They're
what?
all worth it.
I
They're
want
also-
to.
Wait a
I
minute.
watched most of Opening New Doors, and then I was watching too many of them, and I was like, I think I'm just depressed. And so,
Oh, they're
That's
so good.
exactly what happened to me.
They're so
yeah,
good.
we're like, I got sucked in, and it was great, and it was great, and it was great, and then I was like, I am in a hole.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not going on any dates. Shit.
I'm just gonna
Man,
watch
I
people
hope they
think
bring
about
that shit
going on
back.
dates within their house.
Yeah, I don't know if they will. I heard that a girl from that last season committed suicide.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
if they bring it back without Takui too, that's going to be a real fucking bummer because kicking Takui off changed the show for not the better.
Yeah, that guy ruled. I don't. Well, and he was like bounced because of some like a taxes thing.
Yep, he didn't pay all the taxes he was supposed to.
Were they all like, that's so
Didn't pay it,
shameful.
Like,
Yeah, they were like, you need to go like hide your face. We're not putting you on television.
yeah.
Tax dodgers.
No, I thought he had done something like really, really bad.
Nope.
But
Nope, he did
Wow.
like the thing that all rich people everywhere in the world do, which is try to pay as little taxes as possible through slightly sneaky ways.
Well, all the richest people and all the poorest people. Right? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't have to try to not pay taxes.
No,
the
I mean,
government's
I
like,
don't even,
you
I don't
made
even know
that
what it
much?
means to pay taxes. Yeah.
It's actually,
Oh
I
my
feel like
God. Oh,
very regressive
John.
to earn a lot of money
Oh.
because it all goes to the military.
Hmm.
So you know you can't be rich and for peace because you're the one making the money for those bombs.
That is true. No
Oh, I
argument
hate
there.
it.
Which means I think that we're justified in a preemptive strike. Like if we could bomb the Grammys or Emmys or both, I think that there's a good argument for that being a legitimate
penis
act
bomb
of
it?
war.
Just penis bomb it.
Yeah. If we could get a whole bunch of those anteater
Soy
ones,
bomb it.
they'd never recover.
Soy bomb. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soy
Soy
bomb.
bomb was
Remember that,
cool.
Lexi? No, Ryan.
Yeah.
Anybody?
I
Ran
Yeah,
out
of
on
course.
stage.
Sort of VH1 thing about it.
Yeah, he like ran out on stage and crashed Bob Dylan's performance. Funny, I was I was like 15 or 16, and we were all, me, my mom, and my sister were going to see Bob Dylan. We had tickets, and he canceled the rehearse for the Grammys.
Oh,
Wow.
big.
But
Mm.
saw Soy Bomb, and then the other time I had a Bob Dylan ticket, he canceled the show too because there was a hurricane.
I saw Bob Dylan in like 2003, and it sucked.
I'm sure.
It was not good.
I'm sure the time when I was
Played-
going to see him, I
played
guess it was like
Eh,
2000. It might have been. Was it the tour he did with Willie Nelson?
No, he played. There's like an outdoor music festival in the city where we grew up, and he played at that, and the sound was terrible. And like I remember at one point thinking, I think this is Maggie's Farm.
He
I
like
was like,
the
I think
renditions he
I'm
does.
listening to Maggie's Farm.
Yeah, the renditions he does nowadays are like totally irrecognizable.
Oh, and he just like sat in the corner of the stage and played piano too. Like
Yeah.
he wasn't like even at the front or
Hell
playing
yeah.
guitar. He was just like off in a corner mumbling into a microphone, and it blew. It was awful.
Yeah, now that I think about it, where I was living, it was probably 2002 or 2003. It was when I lived on the Eastern Shore, and it was like a tour with Willie Nelson, and they're playing at all minor league ballpark stadiums. So
wow.
I was gonna go see him at Shorebird Stadium, baby. And
Is that where the
it's gonna
Frederick
rain
Keys play?
No, it's where the Shorebirds play.
What about the Frederick Keys? That's the
They
only
play in
minor league team
Frederick.
name I know.
Oh, okay. They play in Frederick, my dude.
I never get to use that piece of information, so I
You ever
thought
been
I
to
would
a
just
Frederick
toss
Keys
it out
game?
here. Yeah, I've been to a few.
Okay, same, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
Every-
Frederick.
Actually, I've been to one. I've been to a couple of Shorebirds.
We've all
games.
been to minor league baseball games.
Yeah, I've been to
I
a
don't think I have.
You
The
never saw
Keys
the
is such a good
Keys?
name for a
Is there a
fucking
reason
team.
why I should?
I don't
yeah.
know.
Is it?
Michael Jordan played for the Birmingham Barons. I saw Michael Jordan play baseball. In real life.
Wow.
I've seen fucking Space Jam, so even.
I haven't. I've never seen that movie.
Space Jam is a true story about Michael Jordan moving to Birmingham, Alabama to play baseball.
And there's cartoon characters that live there.
Yeah.
And he's real mean to them.
Why does everybody talk shit about Alabama? Why'd you guys move?
Oh,
I
There's
mean,
cart-
we got exiled.
reasons.
Sounds like there's magic there.
Smell like
Yeah.
sebum.
Yeah, and
Yeah, it just smells too much like sebum. The whole
Imagine
state.
if the McCormick Spice Factory was making sebum 6 months a year. That's what Alabama smells like.
Stop.
I don't know. I went to Alabama last year and it smelled fine.
Oh, look,
Alabama.
the Southern Defender has logged into the chat.
I like the South, okay?
Yeah,
We like
you
the South
just want to
also.
put on a
We're
white
from
suit
there.
and a
Fine with
little bow
I
tie.
do declare. Right?
You just want to get some kind of secret recipe for herbs and spices.
11 of them. Yeah. I want to drink warm Dr. Pepper. You ever heard of that? The hot Dr.
hey,
Pepper?
have y'all fucking heard of
They'll make you burp real crazy.
Yeah.
fucking Pepsi with milk in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a babysitter as a child who was really into Pepsi with milk in it. She's the only human I've ever known to be into it, and for a second I thought it was just her.
I had
I've
a
never
roommate
had
who
it,
did that
but
in
I've heard of
college.
That's repulsive.
Yeah.
It tastes
I
like
don't-
a Coke float.
Yeah,
It's
it
like-
seems like a Coke float, but just like
All right.
flat and thin and bad.
Well, I don't keep soda or milk in the house, so I won't have to wait to find out.
Look who's too good for strong bones and rotten teeth.
Milk is not meant to be
milk's kind of
consumed.
gross, dude.
It's not meant to be consumed. My body is proof.
Well, yeah, not you, but like, if I'm gonna drink milk, I'm not getting no ordinary fucking Safeway milk.
You get raw milk.
Get that.
Yeah,
get
that's
it from the
fine.
teat.
Something like from the farmer's market or something. But if I need something to put in the smoothie, it's almond milk or something like that, oat milk. You know.
Do you put that in your coffee?
I just drink my coffee black. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ryan, what do you put in your coffee?
Seed.
Just syrup. You just put
Syrup.
syrup.
Jelly or syrup? I prefer syrup.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember that one from Chris
Yeah.
Rock's first ever stand-up special, Bring the Pain?
Yeah. Man, he was so ahead of the curve talking about eating ass.
I don't think they have it on HBO streaming services. I think Chris Rock has requested that not be in syndication anymore.
Oh yeah, because there's a couple of routines that he has retired for good reason.
Yes, some
Because
routines
they
that
got commandeered by people.
Yeah, they don't sound right when someone who's not Chris Rock is saying them.
Exactly.
What did you guys think about him in Fargo this year?
Haven't watched.
I think you're the only one who watches that.
Is that about the movie at all?
It is not really. It's like the vibe.
Oh, Johan
Lexi
Retard
is
says he
gone.
loves the South. That's right, dude.
It's like the vibe of the Coen brothers, but written and created by that dude who makes Legion. And each season, it's like anthology. Each season, totally different story, totally different cast. They all have like a small, the first one actually takes place in Fargo, and you've got fucking Bilbo Baggins doing the accent, really awesome. And then in the later seasons, there's like a smaller link to Fargo. Like in this season, I think the only real link is there's a woman that has an accent, but the whole thing takes place in Kansas City this year.
Oh yeah, accent.
Thought one was good. Gave up on Fargo show after season 2, says Johan Retard. Thought one was good until the end became horrible. I disagree.
Horrible.
I think that Noah Hawley is not perfect. He's not like a David Milch, like, holy shit, this man like was made to write TV. But I think he tries really hard and gets it most of the time. I really like how like human he feels. Like some of his ideas are really good.
Legion is a good show.
I really didn't like the end of the last episode of the first season. I felt like it became a regular ass superhero show all of a sudden.
Oh, I mean, it's the second season's really not regular ass superhero show.
I'm
So,
glad to
I don't
hear
know.
that. I will check
Yeah,
in.
It's like about mind viruses and stuff.
Oh shit, Ryan, check this out.
Oh,
Only real ones know.
damn. Merry Prankster is like
It is not good.
a local band that was probably when we were like 10 or 11
This
was
is
like
from
real popular in Baltimore.
2002, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, when Merry Prankster was
98.
popular, it was like 1992.
It's like kind of like the girl Jimmy's Chicken Shack.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yes.
The girl Jimmy's Chicken Shack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not even the girl Kelly Bell Band. The girl's Jimmy
No,
Chicken Shack.
no, but musically, because it's kind of like punkish, like let's see.
I think Jimmy's Chicken Shack is still a band.
Oh yeah, I've seen them like a bunch of times.
I applied to a job.
They cover Waiting Room, the Fugazi
Oh, wow.
song.
I applied to a job at UMBC a few years ago that I did not get, but I kind of like looked into some of the other people who worked in that area, and one of them is the bass player for Jimmy's Chicken Shack.
Yeah, he's like the AV dude. I worked when I was at in grad school. Yeah, Christian. I worked for him.
Oh wow, yeah. So
he was. I mean, he was pleasant enough, but he would kind of make us just like do like just shitty jobs. He'd be like, okay, now go clean out this closet. Now, like, do this weird custodian.
I think also that guy, when I got a job at Micah, I think that guy had also applied for the job, and I got it, and he didn't. There are only so many AV jobs in Baltimore.
Right, yeah. He's had that job
but-
forever.
But I remember my boss telling me, like, yeah, the other guy who applied for this job, I think he was in like the squirrel nut zippers.
The cherry topping daddies.
Off the like fact that he had been / was in Jimmy's Chicken Shack.
He had pictures of it. He had pictures of it in like his little office area. I mean,
He's not like he's not an original member either. He's he's like a more recent addition to.
Yeah, that's like a big rotating cast. Yeah, it's like the main dude and plus whoever.
Yeah,
is Jimmy's Chicken Shack.
I think he also was like a little bit embarrassed about talking about it. Like he didn't really like talking about it, you know. But also
Wonder why.
Because I feel like working in a university in like a staff position, especially UMBC, like every single person who worked in a staff position just seemed like ground down to like a nub. Like you were kind of barely getting.
Oh yeah.
The best, like they just were always like just hectored within an inch of their life and like probably malnourished and like just like if they were, I don't know, you were just like God,
reeking of sebum.
Just the sebum.
I've never feel as a college staff person, I've never felt so seen.
Yeah. Oh, is that true?
Yeah, thank you.
Seen and
like not getting paid enough, like working all these long hours, like you are expected to do like 1,000 things. I mean, Christian had to like make these. He was also teaching 2 classes on top of running the cage and like also organizing all the AV stuff for like all the kids and like the whole in all the film and all the programming there. It just was like too much. And then on top of it all, there was other, because like it's so much equipment, you are essentially just like a custodian of all this equipment, you know? So you're like, oh, I gotta go push a steam back down a hall for like no reason. You're like, this is what I paid to be in grad school for. And then, but that's the job. So I just felt so bad for everybody who worked there. Cause when I was there, I was like, man, this is a fucking asshole. But then I was like, oh, wait a minute. Like,
yeah, that's what working for any college is like. In almost any position.
That's from what I've heard. Yes.
Yeah, I definitely think like it like extends to the faculty too. But just the fact that there's even that division is like the staff is like the staff positions are an extra, like you know, I don't know.
As a person who works at a college, I'm gonna say, fuck all American colleges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they should still.
Oh wait, Jordan, you kind of work for. Do you work for the college or like the hospital, or just like is it all the same thing? How's that work?
It's not the same. I work for the college.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
So many. Yeah.
I've had a library card at colleges before.
It's cool. I took out from the college library the other day.
Yeah, I don't have one to Hopkins. I've kind of meant to do that. They've got good books, I heard.
You just give them your ID, I think, if you want to go in that library.
Oh, okay.
I can make you one.
What, an ID? I have an ID.
No, I want to make you
Gonna
one.
make you a driver's license.
Well, I'm not going to stop you. Christmas is coming up.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to make everybody new IDs. All my adult friends, I'm going to make them new IDs.
I can finally buy cigs. Right?
I don't have a driver's license. I could use one. So
I'll just make one. I mean, I want to draw it. I want to make a good drawing. I don't want to look at any pictures, just sort of based on my memories of you.
I want a big
and
one.
So then it's also
like a Publishers Clearinghouse driver's license.
Just draw a picture of the plane.
I do it only on full size uncut sheets of foam core.
Yeah.
Like a check, like a giant check.
Yeah, as I was saying, like a Publishers Clearinghouse size driver's license.
It's gotta be huge.
I do.
Yeah.
I love the idea of somebody going in to like one of those little. It's like, like the gas station where you can go in, you can buy like peanuts and gum and pay for your gas through the little window. It's very small, and they're like, "Can I see your ID?" And you have to like just a second, and then you have to come in and take up all the space in that tiny little room with your giant ID. That's my drawing of you. It's like a smiley face with like there's like a green squiggle that represents how I see your creativity. I have to guess about when your birthday is.
Yeah. 10/13/80.
Hey.
That's
10/13 AD.
Yeah, 10,
That's
13,
fine.
18,
Don't be-
exactly. I'm old as shit.
That's the day before my half birthday.
For
Oh, yeah.
weight, I'm always just gonna write, "You look great."
Oh.
That's what I'm gonna say.
You look great.
I'm gonna assume everybody's the same height as me. So for height, I'm just gonna write same.
Same. Could like grossly underestimate my weight. Like
I always
140. I don't know.
every time I talk to a person, I just always assume that we're the same size. Every
Oh
single
yeah,
time.
yeah.
I think that
I have
too.
I know intellectually that can almost never be true, and yet every person that I talk to, I'm like, we're probably the same height and weight. But like, if we needed to switch clothes right now for a caper, we could.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Yeah. And then sometimes I'm like talking to somebody and we're walking, you walk by like a reflective window, and I'm always shocked by how much smaller I am than the other person. So disappointing.
You're fun size, Madison. It's fine.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm not mad about it. It's just surprising.
It kind of stinks how you little ones have to go pee all the time more.
What?
It's got short bladders.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
talking about children in a car trip. It's a small adult.
My
Well,
pee
it's
tube,
you're
there's
smaller,
one pee
it's easier
tube
to
that
have
runs
a
from your
big
mouth
one.
down to your urethra, and it is exactly the same length as your whole torso. And so if yours, if you have a smaller body, you have a shorter one.
But it's all
Really
proportional.
tall people, they don't have to pee for days.
What?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
like basketball players, it's taken forever to get down the pee tube.
Ryan turns his piss into spit.
No, I don't. That's gross and
Wait,
impossible.
don't you turn something into something though?
I do. I actually
Turn-
do.
Anything that comes out of his lower half, Ryan
Nope.
can suck back into his body and turn into a thing that
can't
comes
you
out of
turn poop into like?
No, I don't do anything with poop. All right,
Poop
so
and-
get the
poop
fuck
into
out of here
fart.
with this slander.
burps into farts, farts into burps,
Yes,
Oh, yeah, does
that's
go
it.
both ways?
piss
Those
into
are the-
spit.
Those are the only two.
Piss
Burps
and
into
spit.
farts, farts into burps.
Wait, if you could turn piss into spit and then you just swallow the spit again, wouldn't you have to pee again?
What do you turn cum into?
Baby.
Children.
Different mouth.
Sebum!
Oh, sebum. There you go.
You know what I turn it
Sebum
into?
into
Yeah,
sebum.
just
I turn it
oozes
into
out of his
6-year
pores.
relationships.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So wait, I understand that the way that you've always explained this to me is that you can transmogrify if you have to fart because it is frequently more socially acceptable to have a little burp.
Yes.
That you can transition that up, but what is the utility of going the other way where you're like, burping here would be completely inappropriate. It's really a fart time for me.
You know, I'm trying to think of a
Like
time
when
when I
your
had to
mouth
go
is-
the other way.
When you're giving a lecture, like when you're at the podium or something and your butt's further away from the microphone.
Or
Nude
you know what,
modeling.
though? I feel like there are some times where like I do fart because I know that it will be silent.
You hope it'll be silent.
That's
No, I
confident.
feel like I have
That's
enough
confidence.
confidence that I'm like, I'm letting this happen. I trust that I will not be. That
I don't. I never know it's going to be silent unless
You'll
I'm
just
like
keep it-
pulling
you'll
my
keep
cheeks
it up.
open. You know.
Oh,
That's the only way.
I feel like I can tell. It feels different.
I don't know. I've been surprised. Normally I
The
can tell,
risk.
but yeah, the
I'm not
risk
saying
of-
it's
risk.
not. I'm not saying it's not a risk. I'm just talking about my process and method.
You can give it a little flex and then find out from there. Like it
True.
doesn't take a whole lot to
You'd be
really
like
to know your body.
Yeah,
Know
Just
thyself.
know your body.
like there are some where you're like, I can't let this in front of anyone
Hmm
because the
Yeah. Like it's
it'd be
got a
cool if you
different
could tell
knock.
how bad it was gonna smell. though.
a way different knock on the door, so to speak.
Yeah.
Right?
And then, they're like and this comes back to having to do the thing where you do an act so shameful that you have to cover your face with a napkin to hide it from God, like when you eat
Yeah.
that little bird food.
When you eat the bird.
Yeah. But like also sometimes there's a part where you're like, you should go and like get the facial covering before you do it.
Oh, I saw pictures of that recently. I should have
Oh.
screenshotted it and put it on my computer or something.
What,
But it was-
people who had
it was
masks
a lot
on because of
weirder than
farting?
I thought. Like, for some reason, I thought you would go like. Everybody was like this, and the bird was down there
Oh,
at the table.
that seems easier because you'd have to lift
Yeah,
it up if you
it
were
was
to
weird.
back, you'd have to lift it up.
No, it wasn't like that. Run. That's the bird about to get eaten.
Yeah.
It's the dork mask.
Yeah. Look,
Isn't that? And when you eat the
outside, look at
little
my
bird,
mask.
you just eat its whole thing, like its little bones and feet and all that.
I
shit.
guess it looked
The whole
gross.
meal.
It was just like a
Oh.
plucked little lark. Yeah.
It,
And I think
Oh.
and it wasn't. I think they drown it in the cognac, but they also like cook it in like the flames of the liquor as well. It appeared. I need to do more research about this.
yeah, you gotta report back.
One day I'll eat a
Morning.
little bird and feel bad about it.
You should watch the episode of Hannibal where they eat the bird.
Oh, do they do that on Hannibal?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they do that
Oh,
on
yeah.
Hannibal.
I
And that's tea.
today we watched a Dr. Lucy thing about Tudor Christmas traditions, and one of them was eating a boar's head, and you take the boar's head and you boil it for 7 hours in red wine,
Mm.
which seems like it would come out sort of like really fucked up honey baked ham.
Yeah.
And the first part that they chopped off was just like its whole nose.
Yeah.
Oh, but also when they serve the boar's head, it's brought in. There's a whole ceremony with a song that goes with it. The song about the boar's head.
Sick.
And yeah, so it's like they wanted everybody to know how special this fucking
But the
boiled in wine boar's head was. Gonna
That
be.
sounds great.
so
I mean, like that cheek meat is real good.
The song is really dumb.
because the
also.
song is not, it's like it's not explaining like about like hunting the boar or something that would be interesting. It's just talking about like, I have heard it's the fanciest meal in the
Like
world.
Pirates of Penzance or something.
It's
Almost. It's,
no,
it's pretty
the
rough.
final line is the boar's head with mustard is the last thing that they fucking said.
They were really stoked on mustard.
Yeah, they
Oh,
were
yeah.
fucked up, horny for
Aw.
mustard.
The song sounds kind of cute. It's just a song about hanging out with a boar's head.
Yeah,
Eating
just
some
like-
fucking boar and putting
It's
mustard
sung to
on
you
it.
by like a comely youth as like a procession brings you.
Young
This-
Liam Gallagher.
It's what's wild about it is that
The
the
littlest
song
oasis.
is a lot more like a menu description than it is like a song.
It's
Which is
awesome.
like- it has a lot more of that kind of vibe where it's like it's
Oh.
sort of just explaining the thing that you're about to eat and not really like anything more whimsical or narrative than that.
What if that's how all food service was?
That would be
every time you go to a
That would
Isn't
be
it
restaurant-
just Johnny Rockets?
It's like Johnny Rockets, but they sing the whole menu to you.
That seems where you're
Yeah.
like, well, yeah,
Sing the food
so
out.
you sit down and the person shows up and they're like, well, we have salads and soups and salads are these.
I'd be like, stop. I'll read the menu.
No, that's
Is
the
it
thing.
you
No
can't-
fucking menu. You have to wait.
They don't
Wait,
assume that
what's this?
everyone can
The
read.
Johnny Rockets place you're talking about?
Yeah, do y'all remember Johnny?
Have you
that
ever
was
have
big
you never
when we
been to
were
Johnny
kids.
Rockets?
It
Big.
sounds familiar. Is it a chain or something?
Yeah, it's a chain of 50s style like burger joints.
No.
It's
I don't
probably
know.
not even around anymore.
Okay.
Because
But
of
that was like
COVID.
if you were really getting a treat it growing up in suburban Alabama in the late 90s.
You go to Johnny Rockets.
Go to fucking Johnny Rockets. You get the milkshake, or you get in the glass, but also you get extra in the metal.
Yeah.
But there were certain songs that if you picked on the jukebox, because there are little jukeboxes at every table, if you picked like My Kind of Town,
Yeah.
they like everyone, all of the people who worked in the restaurant would have to sing that song.
Like stop what they're doing and do it, or
Yes.
as they're
Yeah.
walking around.
Yes.
It was like the Cold Stone Creamery model.
It was fucking awful. My friend's older brother worked there for one night, made like $200 in tips, and then quit immediately.
That sounds about right. I was like, all right.
Like, I'm never doing this again.
That does seem like though, if you did it, like I could do that for one night and then make a couple $100 and then.
What if you were just like whacked out on mood stabilizers and you're like, this is fine.
It's
I like-
just
That actually
What's wrong with
possibly
singing?
Be kind of fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know,
If you're all right, well, let's all whatever we're currently doing.
it's good energy.
Let's do
Whatever,
career
man.
paths.
Or the new owners of Golden West are watching this right now. So
What are there new?
don't
owners?
worry. This is what Golden West is going to be like post Corona.
Whoa.
Retooling.
They're gonna sing
Whoa.
you an iron and wine song, so you will order some wine.
Yeah, that's what it, and they only do it in the former True Vine, where they're like, it's a record store that you eat in.
Oh, and it's
Oh, are
really
they gonna do? They're gonna do that after all.
I don't know.
No.
They're gonna.
No,
like,
you know what I heard? I think that whole thing fell through anyway.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they
that's
got,
what. Yeah, it did.
yeah, they got made to
Jason
leave
got
for
booted
nothing.
for no reason.
Yeah,
ha 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 ha.
we got
Whatever.
stuck on that.
Oh
I-
man.
No idea.
Hamden's gonna be wild after Corona. I feel like there's gonna be like Royal Farms and nothing else.
Has
They
much
put in a
closed?
Rainforest Cafe.
I don't
Some
think
of those
anything-
restaurants
has
have
it-
like
I don't-
really built out their outdoor dining in a
Yeah,
crazy-
they basically have made another inside.
yeah.
I mean, the Golden West already had that. They already had like a food window. They were
Yeah.
kind of ahead of the curve on that.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah, they were pretty
There's
well
gonna
set
be a
up.
lot more bodies before this is over. I'm saying Hamden is
Oh,
going
yeah.
to be a ghost town when we
Maybe.
next year.
I think when Corona's over or when the vaccine hits or whatever, Hampton is going to be impossible to be in ever again. It's going to be that.
They're going to
awful.
fortify it.
Overrun.
No, it's just like it's gonna be
Checkpoints?
constantly flooded with every manner of terrible county person, and
Like, let's go
Like
have
it isn't
fun.
now.
I mean, that's
oh,
what
it already
that's
is,
what it
but
was.
it's going to. They're going to be so stoked that they get to go to Hamden again that it's going to be impossible to be there.
Probably. I don't know. I go there to get ice cream like once a year.
I go to a
You know,
like
like-
I go to Atomic Books and a Harmony Bakery, and that's it.
I
Okay.
was going to Hamden today, and
Ooh.
Oh, they got the
I
good
saw-
dispensary.
the a tree got knocked down, cut from like what is it? What is that thing by the? Whatever. A tree had been knocked down. Probably was it windy or something the other day?
There was a lot of rain yesterday. Yeah.
It was
And
raining.
like the branches were hanging in the street. They must have been there for a long time. But when I happened upon them, this man had stopped his car in the middle of the street and just was like bending the branches back and snapping them off and throwing them down into the like
Sewer.
park or whatever. Just like
Oh, was it right over Stony Run?
Stony Run. Yeah.
Oh
that's-
yeah. I saw a picture of that on somebody's Instagram. Yeah.
This dude was just like.
Thank
snapping
you,
the
citizen. Someone
And
had to do it.
It must have been in the road, so I don't know what people were doing because it must have been there for hours and hours.
Driving around it like a bunch of drivers.
It was like 1 o'clock.
A bunch of
Damn.
fucking drivers.
Anyway, it was
Oh
just
man, drivers.
really nice.
Not
and
for
fun.
long. Not in this town. Ryan Dorsey's gonna get him.
What it showed, man. Yo, fuck him. for
He's
real.
gonna get them all.
That was so late. Yo, he got roasted by
What
Ben
happened?
Shapiro. He's probably under his bed right now.
Oh, I
No
need to
way.
see that.
No way. Dorsey is taking this as
Dude.
confirmation that he's a celebrity of the level of David Simon. That's what
Oh.
Brian Dorsey's takeaway from this is. I am as famous as David Simon now.
Wait, what happened?
Ryan
What
Dorsey.
happened?
Oh man, there's a
It's
FedEx
good.
truck in a bike lane. Ryan Dorsey
Snitched.
Teased about
Stop.
it. He
Get
tweeted
off.
at
Got
FedEx.
off his bike. Took
Yeah.
a picture of it.
Tweeted at
Yelled
FedEx.
at the dude, and the dude was like, "Get a car."
Mhm.
But then he started beefing with David Simon, creator of The Wire. on
Oh
Twitter.
no, I didn't. I haven't.
Oh.
I didn't follow it on Twitter. I
fucking
just
nuts.
saw only screenshots.
It's so nuts because Ryan, you're just like Ryan. You could have just not said this. Ryan's like David Simon. Once when I was like in my service industry, I worked for David Simon. I went to the church he owns, and I plugged a cable into the back of his VCR while he watched me do it. And David Simon goes totally fucking ham and is like, I don't live in a church. I live in an apartment in a church, and like. I'm nice to service workers and stuff.
Unlike
Well, yeah,
you.
because Ryan said
David
he
Simon
owned
really
the
didn't take it
church,
well.
and David Simon was like, it was a church, but 36 years ago it was divided into apartments, and I own one of the apartments.
Yeah.
So he had a good point, but he's also a very butthurt fucking baby on Twitter all the time.
You're right. I mean, the whole point, the problem is that Ryan's response 100% missed an opportunity to be like, I was talking about the VCR. Sorry, I got the thing about your house wrong. Like, but the thing is like, there's a really
the thing is you paid me to do my job back when I had a job, you idiot. You big fucking dummy. Why'd you call up the AV service to come hook in your VCR? What are you, some kind of fucking jerk off?
He did make multiple television shows. You'd think he would be able to plug in a VCR.
He's a writer, though.
It's true. He is a writer.
Also, like, of all of the evil things that rich people do, hiring someone to plug in their hi-fi is just really not really up there.
It totally, right. Because like in the age of Curb Your Enthusiasm, we all know that that's a thing that happens. Like someone comes in and fixes your fucking TV and does the thing. It's like people in IT do that all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they fix your problem.
I mean, that's like your job, right? And as an AV guy, is like turning on a projector.
It's good. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
It's like it's working for a private. It's not like he was working for a university or something. He was working for a private company that needs a steady stream of people who don't know how to plug in their fucking VCR.
I just feel like David Simon's like out of all the things that happened to him in that job, like that particular interaction is like kind of meaningless. And
sounds like it.
Sounds
like some serious water under.
It's like.
It wasn't a dunk, and it never was gonna be a dunk, and it was just like I encountered this person once.
Ryan got dunked on, and then he tweeted about it.
That happens all the time.
I ride a bike sometimes. Like I own a car and I ride a bike. Okay, I drive more than I ride a bike, but whatever. People are in that lane sometimes. I don't think I've ever said anything. I've just gone around them.
I mean,
because like on Maryland Avenue, that fucking lane jacks traffic up. It's weird.
His committee is the like traffic. Like this is the whole thing that he cares about.
Exactly. So, and the vibe I got, he was like, "Hey, what are you doing in my bike lane? These bike lanes are mine."
Oh yeah, he had a shirt on. Here? He had a shirt on. I saw a picture. It said, "Street parking is theft."
Gone around him, like when I'm riding my bike and someone's in that lane, you go around them.
No, dude, you fucking tweet at his employer. That's what you do. Is you tell on him to his boss so that he gets in trouble.
FedEx doesn't give a fuck. They're like, yeah, good. We're glad that you did your fucking deliveries on time
because there's literally nowhere to park because of that bike lane. I'm not knocking the bike lane. The bike lanes are mostly good, but like, give me a break. Like they're everybody's.
What the picture was. People were also like defending Ryan as well. They were like, just like park in the parking spots that are right there, and like it's 2 feet, you know.
Yeah.
But people don't take bike lanes seriously. And it kind of just feeds into this, like whether or not that's true or not true, this whole thing feeds into this narrative of like, when people concerned with like frivolous matters.
Exactly. Well, it kind of proves that they might be.
Well, the thing is that Ryan, because Ryan's whole thing is like traffic. That's like his world, and he's dealing with stuff at this like granular level. But like the optics of it fucking suck.
He's got that real like very right now disease where he knows he's right, and so whatever he does concerning the thing he's right about is also right. You know, like I'm right about parking. So if I want to be a little baby snitch about it, or I want to be like a catty brat about it, it's all furthering the cause that is right. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You must love cars if you don't like me and the obnoxious way I'm talking right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Ryan, but it wasn't a good look for him.
So that reminds me. I came up with a good joke today. I want to test it on you guys to make sure it's okay.
You have an effect on your voice?
Okay, why?
I do not consent to this.
Why do autistic people walk on their toes?
Dude, no, it's not okay. It's just not okay.
I think it is. If you hear the punchline, you'll be like,
why?
Again, I did not consent to this.
You really don't think that there could be a punchline that's good to this joke? I think autistic people will laugh at it,
Okay.
honestly.
Okay.
I think that you're obsessed with this in a way that's not healthy.
Well, obviously, I'm on the
so
spectrum.
we should not
What's the
tell this
pun?
joke
What's the pun,
while
though?
we're live streaming on the
Okay.
internet.
Why do autistic people walk on their toes?
I don't
Why?
fucking know why.
Because they're sneaky.
What?
Because they're sneaky.
That's not even a joke.
Yeah, it is. It's funny. It's a
My
funny joke.
My neighbor is autistic. My neighbor's autistic and hates me because I'm white, and I can't be like, don't hate me because I'm white, because.
Oh.
But he is like, he's very sneaky. He does
see?
come over and like ring our doorbell, like push up on our door. And
All right, my mind's just blown.
he's very spry too. He's like super spry. He's really tall
Spry.
and like he's very spry, so he'll just like leap up the stairs. I mean, I love him. But he's sneaky. Like he put a
Oh.
Freddy Krueger cartoon on our door, on the door, and it was like, "Lets you do go to sleep, Freddy." And I was like, "This is one of the best drawings of Freddy Krueger I've ever seen."
You're serious right now.
But I am. Yeah, it's on my Instagram. Mhm.
Holy crap.
But he also
Yeah.
hates you.
No, he totally does. He definitely does. Number one, I'm like a backyard Karen, and I tell on him to his grandma that it's her house, and she's like, "You have to tell on him," and so I do, and I know I'm backyard Becky, and I'm okay with that, But it's a little bit like I can't do, it's not my business. But also, he does hate me, and he's really proud of it. And there's no way that I can be like. There's no way that I can be like, don't hate me because like everything that he thinks about white people is fucking true, and it just like to be like, you could get in trouble for hating white people, like it could get you killed. That just proves his feeling. So I'm not really interested in like trying to make him less racist, because
If anything, you should make him more racist.
I mean.
Yeah, keep telling on him.
Yeah.
You're doing the work. So.
I made him racist. Yeah, because
Probably not.
Mhm.
Oh man,
I mean, I love
spry.
Yeah, he's really spry.
I love that word, but I've only
He's not
ever
held down by any
used the word
inhibition.
spry as pertaining to like an old person who can still get around. You know,
Oh, well,
like
he-
Granny's pretty spry. She goes to Safeway by herself. You know,
Yeah, it's a good word because it kind of sounds like what it means,
Like
and it
springy.
looks like what it means.
Yeah.
you're like
Very
springy.
springy.
Like you should have seen Grandpa Joe at the wedding. He was dancing. He's so spry for 87.
I haven't seen him that spry since he was in his 40s.
Yeah, exactly.
Why is it
Yeah.
only used for old people? Because it does seem like,
I think it surprised like maybe unexpected.
oh,
I mean, I don't think
Oh.
necessarily, but I think that's the connotation.
oh, but like,
Interesting. I can get behind that.
Yeah, I'd get
Yeah.
behind that like a fucking warplane.
Get behind that.
Yeah.
yeah, I like the war.
Oh my God.
I like the action shots.
Yeah.
Maybe we're finding a new. We might just have to rename this show the Terror Zone. And it's more of like a durational, like maybe it's a like if people can stick with it till the end, people that
Nobody
don't know us and
does.
aren't friends with us but can watch till the end, like you win a little prize. Like you send me your address and I put things in an envelope that I find around my home.
Oh,
that
I
feel
have
are
some,
my-
Red tie.
We can make bingo cards.
I have some Desert Storm trading cards.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I saw somebody on fucking Antiques Roadshow with a bunch of them, and they were worth a ton of money.
Really?
Oh,
The
shit.
ones that you had, those kind, like Desert Storm trading cards, or like the
Yeah,
no, that's
the
from
Tops Desert Storm trading
2.
cards.
Yeah, the ones I'm thinking of where there was like the playing cards with like Iraq's Most Wanted.
Oh yeah,
where,
no,
like,
no. This
Uday Hussein was like the Ace of Spades. and
this
shit.
is like all you get cards for, like all the planes and all the
Yeah.
tanks and like the generals. There's a Dick Cheney card I have,
Whoa.
and then
I
there's
remember.
ones that's like rations ready to eat, and it's like tells you about what they
Oh.
eat on the back.
Like Steve 1989.
Yeah, meals ready to eat, baby.
They should.
God damn.
They should
Ryan,
keep-
have you watched Steve 1989?
I think we talk about this. We've talked about this.
talked
every
about
It's
it.
just important that he watches it.
I only really watch things from Britain.
and every other show apparently.
Yeah, there's a few others that I also watch.
Well,
I-
American shows are kind of from Britain because America's from Britain, right?
In a way.
You
If
know,
you think about it.
because that's where our country came from.
I will say that the company
Completely.
that makes Masked Singer and I Can See Your Voice is like really doing our country proud. It's the best.
I can see your voice.
Hmm.
Oh
It's
my
good.
god, it's the crazy show.
Is that the same thing as Masked Singer?
No, it's not. It's like a weirder.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, if they piled on like 8 things that shouldn't belong together, it's kind of like Totoshi Show.
Is there an oscilloscope involved at all with the I can see your voice?
No,
sideways
Cheryl
and stuff?
Hines is one of the hosts though.
Who's that?
Oh, whoa.
Larry David's wife in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh,
She's-
okay.
She's like a
So the
permanent
idea-
judge on it.
Is that there's like 6 people standing in front of you, and just based on what they look like and how they pretend to sing, you need to decide if they can sing well or not. And the more people you can correctly guess if they're good or bad, the more money you win.
That makes sense. 'Cause it's like you can tell if someone can actually play guitar by how they play air guitar.
Yeah, but it's like
Maybe.
Yeah, but you're not. I mean, you're
It's
not
just
constantly
weird.
playing air guitar.
it's
You don't know me that well.
it is a
Honey,
weird idea.
I've built my life around this.
Mhm.
and it's weird to watch,
I guess you
and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good.
It's like shocking how it's so stupid and they know it and they like swerve into the stupidity more than you'd ever expect. They know that they're making a ridiculous thing that makes no sense and they just are like at every turn I feel like they're like, how can we make it even dumber?
Ken Jeong, is that his name?
That's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Johan?
And
Johan Rotad?
he's just, he's actually fine as the host because he doesn't really like try to tell jokes that much or anything. But that guy just like sucks, But
You don't
But
like
I-
Ken Jeong?
I wind up liking him even though he sucks.
He could be so much more offensive.
Really, he could. Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, he needs to watch this and take lessons from us.
wait, so did anybody stick around? Have we driven them all away?
No, Johan is still here.
Oh shit!
Number 1 fan.
Yeah, send me your full home address and entire
Yeah.
full name.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, it's sliding. Can you DM people on here?
What, on Zoom?
If he was in
Or,
the,
no, on YouTube. Can you DM a stream?
I don't think so.
DM
I
a
guess so.
stream?
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, because he shouldn't put it up.
If
Oh,
you do give me your full address, I will find things from my actual home and genuinely mail them to you. I can't guarantee what those things will be, but I've got a stupid house.
Can you
so-
wipe Simon a note card?
That's
Mail
the
me
thing.
the
I'll
note card.
story 4 strips and then just send you the.
I'm telling him, said Madison wants to mail you something. I mean, I'm typing it, but I'm also saying.
I mean, he should be watching the stream still. It would
Hey,
be
yeah, you should. If you know, you can tell Ryan what your address is, and then Madison will mail you something, Joanne. If you're down the clown,
Yeah. Let's see how.
he says I'm listening. Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in a regular envelope that you would use to like mail a rent check. I'm gonna find a thing, or maybe possibly multiple things. I'm gonna put him in a.
I'm being so excited.
What?
I don't know. I'm freaking out. He wants Desert Storm trading cards. If not, no deal. She doesn't have them. Madison's got the stuff. She's gonna send you like a plush vulva or something. I don't know
A
what.
plush vulva?
I don't know. Just I've been to your
No,
house. I know the kind of things you have.
In my home.
That devil has fucking genitals.
Yeah, he
Hold
does.
them up to the camera.
Are they realistic?
Ish.
I wanted it to be bigger, but I never make patterns for anything. I just start cutting.
Yeah, that's what the Moyle said.
We have some
Hey,
sideways.
this is the thing.
I would say that is enough to be realistic.
You got that thing?
Yeah.
A gentle curve is fine.
Yeah, gentle curves okay.
Look
You
at
know?
him. Look at him, his weenal.
You really want a nice sharp 90-degree angle is what you're looking
Yeah,
for.
I think I want really ideally you want it to bend like bam, you know?
Like
Like an
out.
elbow.
I want that entirely. I think that's because I apparently one time, and you know what? I'm beginning to doubt the validity of this, but one time at a patient first, after a pelvic exam, a doctor from the patient first told me that I have a retroverted uterus. He points out towards my belly button as opposed to down at the floor.
Has anybody else told you that?
No.
Oh, I'd get a second opinion, maybe.
Oh yeah, I mean, see, the thing about finding a gynecologist is that they suck.
I've heard.
Yeah, it's really hard to find one that isn't just like kind of a bummer.
Like, they like look wet and sad. What are they?
It's just a lot of like, I guess some of it is you being
He's
like,
all got like a bag lunch with like grease stains on it in the fucking
Oh,
exam room.
His glasses are kind of broken. Lens keeps
Eyes,
popping
like,
out.
off to the side, food stains.
yeah. No, I think it's usually that you're like, this thing happened with my body, and they're like, I don't know that it did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've got a bunch of rings on.
I saw it or felt it or whatever, and they're like, I don't know though, maybe it didn't. And it's just annoying to be like, well, then why did I drive over here?
So I can poke around.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like this is a lot of effort for me to be like, what about this thing? And for somebody to be like, I don't know, maybe fuck that thing. Like maybe it didn't even happen.
Maybe you're making it up.
But also, I've heard that pretty much same thing from like so many women. Gynecologists have to hear that. Why don't they get their act together?
I don't know.
They're like, well, maybe
Because
I should
it's
just,
gross. I don't want to look at it. It's gross. If I can get out of having
So
to.
distracted with horror that they're like, I don't know, shut the fuck up. Like whatever you're saying,
I
I
did-
gotta get out of here.
I didn't know what gyno meant. I thought this was backs or something.
Maybe they should get a gynecologist instead of a gynecologist.
The place Galaga inside of my vagina.
Like a lady.
Galagagina.
Gynecologist. I can't even say it.
Um,
I can't even make my own joke because gynecologist.
Because they're sneaky.
I knew what you were saying.
Thanks, Jordan.
Yeah, I heard it.
I just couldn't even say it, man.
Madison, I recommend the I think is it Hopkins Community Health or something?
Oh, I've heard that they're good.
It's like, so the weird thing about it is that like every time I go, all of a sudden it's a new doctor, but they're all pretty much the same. They're all fine. And I've like the first time that I went, I just like kept asking weird questions, and she just was like took it very seriously and answered all of my weird questions, and it was
Oh, cool.
cool and fun.
That's the fucking thing where like I get that I might just be that like I don't know, vaginas are fucking weird.
Yeah,
and it might
like, just because you're
I'm
asking,
like, this is
I like weird stuff.
They're like, no, that's what it's supposed to do.
it doesn't mean you're having a hysterical pregnancy every time. You're just like, why is something green? Why is this green sometimes? You know, like they're like, oh, you're this insane person is asking you about their body, you know, and like,
Yeah.
Like I get that I could definitely be wrong. That,
Why
like,
men never go to the doctor.
question.
But
And
I
then
just
sometimes the doctor's like, cool, that's what I'm here for. Let me answer some questions. And
Yeah.
I had that experience, and it was cool. But yeah, but what I'm saying, yeah, I guess I don't know why there's such a, if it's just whoever is available at the time answers my
They keep
little
falling
doctor
in.
emails. you know the new doctor emails that you get to send sometimes.
Oh yeah, those are weird.
Yeah, it's so much better because you just like send something to someone and they answer your question. Um, I just I always email the person that I last saw, and then I always get a response from someone completely different I've never heard of before.
Well,
We regret to inform you that your other doctor fell in. We can't find him.
fell in.
We threw a rope down and it just came up gnawed at the end, like something had bit.
Like, it's a really great guy.
He's like down there playing cards with a baby.
But it's always fine every time, and that's why I recommend them because you never know what you're gonna get, but it will always be fine.
Ooh, yeah.
I love the idea of there being like, all right, so your day job,
Gyno roulette.
that you are a gynecologist, but also there's an additional kind of scary survival challenge American Ninja Warrior experience happening in that place. So like to go in and fucking get wrist deep in there and find out about it, you also got to clear this pit.
Wrist? Why are you being shy?
I mean, it can't be. I was thinking that's like the baseline. Is the-
Doom 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 doom. Give me a
Yeah,
snatch.
dog.
Doom 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 doom. We're sneaking inside.
Do you
Let me turn
think
on my headlamp.
that is opera glove length?
Hopper gloves. No, have you ever seen how they artificially inseminate a cow?
With a big
Yeah.
Like they're like fucking shoulder deep in that shit. It's insane.
which also though, like
Yeah.
for a cow, that's nothing. Like proportionately, that's like getting one finger.
A cow. I thought you said owl.
No, no, okay. Who? No.
Oh, it makes me
That's called a hand
Walk over
puppet.
to owl, and then you get up in there.
Yeah.
Got your whole fist in there.
You
in
just
the
jam
owl.
it up the cloaca. They like it.
Yeah. I'll grab the owl by the horns and
Yeah.
then put it on a.
You will make sure you get a squeegee for the excess
Yeah,
sebum.
Lexi, you know, for a masshole, you do a pretty good Baltimore accent.
Yeah.
A lot of
know.
people can really miss that one.
It's
I
a
don't
really
know. I don't know, man.
so hard.
I don't know.
I've never claimed to be good at accents, but I can't even begin to approach it. I don't even know what
Yeah.
you do with your mouth.
Hey, let's just law that. Hey,
Donnie Darko.
Donnie Darko. Yeah, you
There's
gotta.
bunch
But
of
the thing
different-
is, you gotta like think of words and phrases that really
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
mashed.
The one I always used to get warmed up is
Table.
absolutely no. Get out of here.
I like. Get your ass in here.
There's different, also like ways, and different. There's like regional.
Definitely. Yeah.
Water.
Because like
Yeah.
Eastern Shore has a thing, and then like Baltimore, or like South Baltimore, Dundalk is like a little bit
Mhm.
different.
Dog, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely
How
Yeah,
come
the
ours
Dundalk
is so
thing
much
kinda
better than
like-
Philly's?
goes. It's similar
Oh, yeah.
though.
It is,
Yeah.
but ours is clearly superior.
A friend of my dad's called it. He was from New York, and he was like, the Baltimore accent is Philly, Jersey Shore meets Appalachia.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
good.
And that's kind of like
It's-
literally
it
what
is.
it is.
It is really funny because it is funny seeing people try to do it, like how it popped up in 30 Rock and stuff, and they were like, "Ew."
Which on 30 Rock?
Yeah, it's like one of the characters is like one of her first. The gag is that one of her first commercials, like a furniture store, and she's
Mhm.
like, "Ew, here's your set," and it like points to a couch or something like that, and she goes,
Ah,
"Ew, it's in the O's." And
nice.
that's it. Like that's the entirety of the gag. And then you're
Nice.
also listening to Julianne Moore pretend to be from New England with like just like the weirdest New
Oh
England.
yeah,
accent.
Julianne Moore's Boston accent in 30 Rock is buck wild.
It's
Mm.
so weird.
I feel like the Baltimore accent does not get enough play nationwide. It's a deep mine.
Mhm.
That's everybody's got to listen to Crabs for Christmas. I think that like really that
Mhm. Yeah.
That's pretty over the top. Yeah. I mean, the first time I heard it definitely was in like Pink Flamingos and the rug commercial. Like
Yeah.
apparently, because I guess that that guy, like they tried to get the wig commercial guy.
Oh, Mr. Ray.
Yeah, they tried to get
Mr.
that-
Ray's hair wave, $7 down. Yeah, it's like, ladies. Yeah, if he's like, if you're employed or receive a monthly paycheck, you may be eligible. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
My dad used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
Great.
This is only very tangentially related, but I feel like, and I want to know if this was for Alabama or everywhere, but every time there was a local commercial, like a commercial for a regional thing, it would invariably be like the owner or a family member of the owner, and every single commercial would always start with "Hi, I'm," and then whatever their name
Yeah, pretty much.
was always "Hi."
Yeah.
H-A. Ha.
Hi.
Which is
So
also
is
how
that-
my
is
dad
that
says it.
everywhere, or is that just us?
That's pretty much like. That sounds
that
like
people say hi
regional
and they
programming.
introduce themselves.
Like in a commercial, like starting a commercial
But
would
then
just
you
be like,
don't-
"Ha."
Instead of starting your commercial by being like, "Do you need a truck?" Because you're selling a fucking truck, you're like, "Hi, I'm Daniel Steele for Daniel Steele's."
Danielle Steele sells trucks.
Toyota.
Daniel
Daniel Steele,
Steele.
use Toyota. Come on down. Daniel Steele, use Hyundai apparatus and business. Come on down.
We got.
Ah,
Do you like pictures of trucks eating other trucks? We
Here's
got
my
lots of them.
Come on down to Daniel Steele's truck floor warehouse. We got pictures of trucks eating other trucks. We got Mack trucks eating Ford One F-150.
We got a Vorplane.
And for the first 5 customers, you will get see.
Well, like, why would it be that, like, you're making this commercial and you're like, the first most important thing, the way that I'm
Yeah.
going to grab your attention is not to tell you what I'm selling or to ask if you need the thing that I'm selling. It's to let you know that I'm greeting you.
I
And
think
what-
Human connection.
That's why they think Northerners are rude. We just come up to them and we're like, "You want a Hyundai?" You know?
and they're like, "Who
You're
is
a
it?"
fucking asshole if you don't buy this car.
Yeah, if you just start trying to sell them something like,
Say hi and tell me your name
yeah,
first.
we've not been
Yeah, at
properly.
least give me a hi here.
Yeah, exactly.
All I want is like a hello, mademoiselle. How do you feel amongst yourselves? How is your day? Is that too much to ask every time I interact with somebody?
I don't think
Was
so.
Sticks and Stuff, or was that national?
That's just a.
Did y'all have Sticks and Stuff?
I think Sticks and Stuff.
Sticks and stuff.
Dicks and stuff?
Stuff was a furniture store.
Mm.
And that started with like
for little pigs with a medium budget.
They had their spokesperson is a race car driver.
yes.
A NASCAR. There's a Sticks and Stuff NASCAR driver, and she was the spokesperson for Sticks and Stuff furniture.
Danica.
Aaron, did you hear what I said? I said, did you hear about the pigs? I said, what is that?
A good one.
A medium pig with a medium budget.
yeah. Oh yeah, it's good. Yeah.
What?
I was just confused that no one laughed at that. That was even better than the sneaky one.
Shut the fuck up.
30 seconds. I was unable.
Damn, dude, off your meds.
Room clearing joke about the 3
Yeah, Lexi's
little
like,
pigs.
out of here. I'm not even gonna turn off my stream. I'm just
I
gonna
couldn't
leave.
hear what it was.
Oh, do it one more time, Ryan. Third one's a charm.
Sticks and Stuff. What is that? Like a furniture store for pigs for little pigs with a medium budget? It's good. It's good. It's because the sticks one. The sticks one's in the middle. It's not bricks, not straw. It's just right in the middle. Medium.
You know what? I'm gonna say it right now for this room.
Yeah.
Post Corona, we're all signing up for open mic night at Magoobies.
Oh no, absolutely. I've got.
The quality that we have seen there is so low that us doing this right now, I think we would still win.
I
And
think my autistic joke will.
We should do live
be a big hit there.
episodes from the movies.
Oh, but not part of the show, just like from a table.
That's one way to do it.
We just set up a phone and then live stream it.
Oh, just like hold, like I go up and you just.
Yeah, we don't have to really wait. We could all just meet in the parking lot and then do it like 6 feet apart, filming each other saying jokes from the parking lot.
Do
of
they do
Magoobies.
it there in the parking lot?
I mean, we would be doing it.
Post-corona.
There's
I-
not gonna be
yeah,
a
some butthole.
post-corona, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Corona
Yeah,
has
we're gonna
moved
get kicked off
in.
YouTube, Jordan.
Corona
Fucking
is paying rent.
scandalizing.
I've only been that one time, and from all of the people, of the like 10 people that did it, I feel like only one or maybe two people appeared to have any prepared material.
Oh, they didn't know how stand-up works. at all.
Ah, come on. At least half the people had prepared acts.
What?
It was definitely at least half the people had like real acts.
Oh no, there was the cocaine guy who was doing his it was all like you might be a redneck if, but it was you might be rich if, but it was the exact same thing, and he was wearing like a big padded 80s suit, but he was clearly on cocaine and grinding his teeth the whole time.
Sick.
It's nice to see people from the county trying their best
It's nice to
and
see
failing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get some city slickers to show them how to do it.
Oh man.
That's my ancestral homeland. I went to high school like one block away from Magoobies.
Oh, damn.
Really?
Yeah.
I was born in this movie.
Born and bred. Yeah, that's right near my favorite Wawa.
I was born in this Magoobies.
Which
Yeah.
Wawa, man? You could go to Highs if you're up there.
There ain't no highs up there. No
There
more,
is
bro.
in Warren and York, motherfucker.
Fight, fight, fight.
Hold
Yeah.
on. No, there's not.
Warren and York Road, there is
When was the
absolutely
last time you were
Highs.
there?
I want
When
blood.
was the last time you were
Blood.
there?
Well, if it's not there anymore, it's
I
just
don't know,
because
I
it's
don't-
not as good as it used to be.
I don't
Let's
think
play
so.
more about
The
convenience.
only place I know where there's a highs is on Charles Street up in Roland Park. Like by the Big Eddie's, like, you know, out back Dave Iden's house. Yeah, look that shit up, dude.
Outback Dave Biden's house.
Yeah, there's
Hey,
one.
yeah, up there out back Dave Iden's
Outback
house in
Dave
Roland
Biden's
Park.
house.
Yeah, there's one over by GBMC.
Here's one of
I think that's the one I'm talking
I
about.
think that's the one you're talking
Is
about.
Highs like a better gas station?
No. Oh, it's there still?
Yo, why don't you call this number, 410-229-9827? Ask them if there's a fucking Highs in Cockeysville.
What is it?
Motherfucker.
Hold on, I'll put it on speakerphone.
Okay,
What's
yeah.
the number again?
the number for Mr. High.
Ruin
Yeah. What's the number again?
410
Okay.
229 9827.
7. And what is this again?
It's Highs. Ask them how much like a blacktail costs.
What the fuck is a blacktail?
A porn, I'm assuming that they carry.
Oh, blacktail.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just trying to think of the
will-
funniest thing you could ask for a price check on.
has porn?
Black. Do you have a blacktail? How about leg show?
When I
Yeah, I like that tier of porno magazine.
when I was at school in Hopkins, we used to call up the like university mart and ask, and I would pretend to be a connoisseur of magazines, and I'd
They
ask
don't
them.
have magazines there.
This was fucking 25 years ago, dude. When I was in
Damn,
college.
you're old. Damn, you're old.
Yeah, and we would call them up and we'd be like, "Yes, I'm a connoisseur of magazines, and I believe I have the latest issues. But if you, I live kind of far. If you would just, can you walk me through the front of all the magazines, the covers of the magazine, so I won't come down there if they're not new."
And they were like, fuck you, and hung up.
No, frequently they would do it. They would like actually be like, they'd fucking go for it. I mean, no one had a cell phone to play on back then, so I feel like they were just bored. They'd be like, all right. Then I just get them to describe magazine covers to me and, misunderstand them constantly.
She's
University
bending
Mart.
over.
When University Mart was across the street and that like giant like Carl's Village monolith block like didn't exist. Like,
Yeah.
and University Mart was across the street. I was hanging out with friends, and one of the dudes I was with got $20 out of the ATM, and it was fucking covered in fresh blood. I'm not kidding. It was fucking covered in blood.
Whoa.
I know what fucking blood looks like. I
Uh,
don't know.
There
how.
was a rat that was inside of that machine
Yeah,
that
that's
got
the only
crushed in the
thing.
works.
That's
That's
the
my-
only thing I can think of. Yeah,
Unreal.
like a mouse or something got liquefied in the ATM.
It got
I don't
juiced.
know how that would work.
That building was owned by a frat, and so University Mart paid their rent to a fraternity.
Cool.
Whoa.
That's the only good frat story I've ever heard.
Yeah, pretty much.
What about the story about the guy who was in the Hopkins frat, and his friend had a test coming up, and he was like, I'm not gonna. There's a party here at the frat house tonight. Hey man, you live off campus. Can I switch rooms with you tonight? Because I gotta really study, and this party's gonna keep me up. So they switch rooms, right? That night, someone breaks into the frat house, into the room that the guy's sleeping in that's not his room. They get in a fight, and he gets stabbed to death. And the dude escapes, and they never catch the dude who stabbed him. The kid who got stabbed died, and it wasn't his room. He switched for one night for a studying thing. That's a true story.
I never heard that.
That's a true story. That happened shortly after I dropped out.
And that was before the katana attack.
That was before the katana attack.
That was lit.
You don't remember the katana attack?
That was like
Dude,
2005
that guy, I recently
or
looked that
something.
up.
I didn't live here in 2005. I was in high school.
I just looked that up. That guy's a fucking doctor in New Jersey.
Oh, I bet he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wait, Madison, did you just tell her what it is, Madison? This guy's house got broken into.
It was his garage. It wasn't even his
like
house.
Multiple. He had been broken into a few times, I think, by the same guy.
So he catches the guy, and he has a fucking samurai sword, and he slices the guy's hands off.
I heard he almost cut the guy in half and killed him.
Well, everyone in the block
heard like a legit like one of those like across his body.
Whoa.
And just like fucking almost like cut him in two.
Apparently, everyone on the street heard the dude in agony screaming until he bled out.
Yeah.
And the dude was old too. The guy that got chopped up was like 50 something.
Oh, it's gnarly.
And the guy who did the katana attack is now a doctor?
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't get in any trouble at all.
No, I mean, like he had to go to. You can't. They don't. The cops didn't just show up and be like, "He's breaking into your house." Okay.
No, he had to go to court, but he didn't have any
definitely went to jail
punishment.
for a little while, and like had to go to court, and luckily had a like. If you had a public defender, you probably would have done jail time.
Hopkins wouldn't let you have a public defender.
If the guy wasn't armed, you can't do that and get away with it.
He was
let me think. You may not do that because he certainly could.
You grossly misunderestimate the power of a university system to protect their white cis male constituents.
Yes.
Who pay for them.
Exactly. Plus, the cops were probably jealous of him.
They've never gotten to do
They're
that.
like, dude, that rules. Just work with this here. I think that was more like how he walked. The cops.
I wonder which of the cops took that sword in between confiscating it from the scene of the crime and putting it into evidence and just went really quick, like, just to see what it was like.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I thought you were
probably all of them were like, my turn.
And then after it
Check me
being
out, man, check
evidence
me out.
locker, it's probably
like
been done thousands of times.
Oh, I bet it's at somebody's house by now.
It's probably just at somebody's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It probably isn't just
Somebody's
someone's
fucking
house.
nasty son is playing with it as we speak.
Martin O'Malley has it.
The fucking doctor has it in his office. He's got it like on his office with his degrees.
Aren't you glad that I wasn't the guy who chopped the arm off and then became a doctor? Because every single consultation I'd be like, all right, well, there's good news and bad news. Bad news is that arm's got to come off. The good news is I can do it cheap.
And fast.
Every single time. Like, people be coming back like, this is my
but I have
fourth
a sinus
strep throat.
infection.
Yeah. Like, I've heard the joke. Yeah, we know you killed a 50-year-old man. You got to cool it, all right?
No, he should have not been able to be a doctor because he had training. He could have saved that man's life instead.
Yeah, it's
That
fucked
would be a
up.
buck wild thing
Maybe.
to like pop off somebody's hand and then be like, "Oh fuck, I'm so sorry."
Like,
Put it back on.
oh,
But
it's okay.
they cut off.
Dental floss and a sewing needle. We're gonna be fine.
I'm saying I think it was more than the hand because like people get their hands cut off and live.
Oh, and it fully killed the guy.
Well, this
Yeah,
dude,
he killed
he
it.
died.
I should I'd like to know the details.
Well, what if this guy had really big hands and that's why he was a thief? Because he could carry tons of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was holding like a Sega Genesis when the dude chopped him off. Like, what was in that garage? You think that was worth like chopping a dude with a sword? In my head, it's like a milk crate full of Sega Genesis games and like the console, but not the adapter that plugs it into the TV. It's like some dude.
Yeah.
He was gonna sell
it happened
Sonic 2
earlier?
to a fucking pawn shop, and now he's dead.
Yeah, it was like, well, wait, hold on. He was
Leaving your
unarmed.
stuff in your garage like an idiot. You don't even care about what that is.
Because he like laid in wait for the dude. He knew.
Oh, really?
No, he knew that he had been. No, yeah, he killed Rice by creating a huge gash in his chest and nearly severing his left hand. He died at the scene.
Jesus.
Lord.
Yeah, so the dude must have put his hand up to defend, and it went through the hand and the
Oh well,
fucking
yeah,
chest.
yeah, exactly. He'd been arrested more than a dozen times for burglary, breaking into
Burglary.
and auto theft, and was released from jail just 2 days before he was killed last summer.
So
2 laptops and a video game system were stolen from the home.
Sega Genesis and a fucking milk crate.
What year was this?
I don't know. This article's from 2010 saying he just got cleared, but I remember I wasn't living in Baltimore when that
I
happened.
wonder if he put those things in the garage for bait or
I don't
something like that.
think so. I don't know. I hope not. That would be
Like a
lame.
Dreamcast on a fishing pole.
Yeah.
Shut up.
The guy had multiple laptops he was keeping in a garage. So that's number one.
Yeah,
that's
that
fucking
seems
rude.
like-
Oh no! Wait, 2009 it happened. I thought it was earlier than that.
It
I
had,
think it happened. I moved here in 2008, and I think it happened when I was here.
Okay.
I remember that. So that sounds right because yeah, it would have been like a while ago.
Hopkins has a Wendigo problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not. We're not even
Cannibal.
done all the weird killings of Hopkins. There's more.
Yeah. There's way more. Those kids want to be doctors. They literally want to be God. Like those guys are the psychos. Hannibal Lecter wasn't he like a doctor?
Yeah,
Essentially?
in real life
Yeah.
he was.
It kind of seemed like those kids would be the most psycho kids.
Well, I remember one
Yeah.
time when I was on LSD with a friend of mine, and we were walking around Hopkins, and we were behind the library, and it's got like this beautiful stained glass, and he goes, "If you want to cut a kid's head open and get away with it, you have to go into that building for like 10 years."
I remember shortly after
What does that
I
mean?
was 18 and I got drunk and accidentally took a Hopkins bus to Hopkins as opposed to going back to my college. And then I peed in one of those big planters. But then the most beautiful scene happened. I was out in front of whatever that big building is where it has, or one of them, I guess. It has like a big, like brick driveway kind of thing. And I was waiting for like the bus thingy to come back so I could get on it and try to go wherever I was going. And there was, I heard this like, oh noise. And it was a girl who was like wasted. And she was wearing like really fucking tall shoes, just like the tallest shoes on this like cobblestone-y street. With every step that she was taking, which was like all uncomfortable and wasted and front heavy, she was going, ow, ow, ow. And then like behind her was an also very drunk man who was like trying to, like clearly was with her, but couldn't figure out like what was bothering her or what he should be doing. So it was just her walking and saying, ow.
You should have taken those shoes off.
Trying to figure it out, and she got so far before I watched him have the epiphany that like, oh, her feet hurt, and then like come over and help her get onto the bus. But she had clearly walked a very long way before he had been able to figure it out. So it was great. It was a good night.
So they
Sensible
deserve each other.
shoes.
That's love.
Yeah.
And they're both doctors now.
Yeah, I think doctors now.
They might have been in. They might have been in. What IR? IR's big there too.
What is that?
International relations. Motherfuckers become like think tank people and diplomats, assistants and stuff. It's really weird.
Kind of sounds worse than being a doctor because they're not
I don't know, I
helping
wanna do
anybody.
that.
Yeah.
Everyone I went to college with became like doctors, lawyers, or they work in DC, and it just seems insane. to
And
me.
then a thing that people always talked about there was orgo. It's like, did you do orgo? Oh man, orgo was so hard. Orgo. It's
Organic
chemistry. Yeah.
Oh,
I've heard that is a that
not
very
orgone.
hard.
It's the weed out course for pre-med stuff.
Yeah.
It's really funny to go there for humanities.
Yeah.
It's
Like
kind of
hilarious. Huh?
I went to college for humanities. Not as fancy as John Hopkins, but
This is like, there's a lot of people whose Hopkins experience is such a grueling, insane, like overwhelming car crash of their own wish to be at an actual Ivy League school that was somehow foiled, and then like their parents' pressures on them, and then you have people who are like, yeah, I'm majoring in poetry. I'm not really, none of it's hard. I don't know what you guys are all stressed out about.
And then I walk by them and blow weed smoke in their face.
and then they wander into traffic.
They do.
Oh,
do
yeah,
that. They used to do that a lot.
They basically have like a baby crib built up on Charles Street now. Like at 33rd Street. What's up?
That thing, it's ridiculous.
I know. It's like, what the fuck? Like,
Hopkins
adults go here?
throw itself into heavy traffic without thought or care. It's almost beautiful. They're like leaves in the wind.
Lemmings or something.
It's not even the way that most people jaywalk in Baltimore. It's something particular.
There's a lot less. What I like about the standard Baltimore jaywalk is that it's usually a power move where it's like, I fucking dare you to hit me with your stupid.
Yeah, you're making eye contact.
Yeah.
The Hopkins jaywalk is just like, I'm so unable to even remotely think about anything outside of myself that I just like don't understand that I'm putting my body in danger.
I live
Like
in the world.
stupid as opposed to like a fuck you. And I appreciate the fuck you.
Yeah, the fuck you people don't get hit by cars. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that, but
But I
if they
mean,
get hit by cars, it's because they misjudged how far and how fast. Not because like they're just like 100% oblivious.
Mm-hmm.
oh wait, isn't there a thing at Jordan? Isn't there a thing at Hopkins where they make all the freshmen go around and like learn how to safely cross the street, and they all have to wear like the same color hats or something?
There's like safety training groups or
Yeah,
something.
I've totally seen this.
I don't know if I've ever seen that, and I really don't know what the students do, honestly.
Learn.
Fine, they're
They
probably
learn.
Never
4chan.
find out, Jordan. Never
4chan.
ever find out.
Never find out.
Don't.
At this point, I know even less than I ever did before.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I want to promote you just for that. Wow,
Thank you.
proud.
And I deserve it.
I agree.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, did you guys finish The Crown?
I did.
Oh.
I'm the only one.
I'm kind of bummed that they're going to change all the actors.
What?
They're going to change all the actors again.
Oh, because everyone gets old again?
Yeah, they're jumping forward to Diana's death, I guess.
Cool.
Just
Well,
not
I
that-
feel for mentioning it.
It's not that much later after. I don't know. Well, was it like 10? How long were they married? Like 20 years?
Yeah, I'm not sure, because William and Harry are both born, and they're talking about splitting at the end of this season. So
They get married.
Yeah.
81, I want to say they got married, wasn't it?
that's true. Yeah, it was 81.
Yeah, she
And
died
they
in. So she died in
Uh,
'97. That's crazy. That's
Oh.
like 15 years. That is. They packed a shitload of stuff into that time.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
she rocked it.
man.
There's a really good podcast series You're Wrong About that's about Diana, and it's really
Oh shit!
really good.
I'm gonna look that up.
It's good. It's a good supplement, I think, to the Crown.
They've got a documentary on Netflix now too. That's like Diana in her own words.
Already watched it.
I
Yeah,
wanna
that's
see that.
freaky.
Yeah.
That thing is
Did you watch it?
freaky. Yeah,
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah.
it's
They
eerie.
They played a bunch of her. They play like a bunch of her recorded interviews, like in the podcast thing. And there's one where she's just really being super like blunt about like eating disorders and self harm in this way that you're like, that feels really like modern. It feels really like I don't know. She's just she's like a super interesting person. So yeah, what is like? Does she address that stuff in the documentary, Ryan?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like a lot of the stuff in the documentary that she's talking about is like stuff they dramatized in The Crown that I thought was maybe a little embellished for like the drama of the show, but like the documentary is raw. Like she had a horrible time. And
Oh my god.
That sounds fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Although, does the documentary talk about how she like pushed her stepmother down the stairs at a
no,
wedding?
no.
Ooh.
I want to hear
Yeah,
that
she-
story.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen to the podcast. It's good. Yeah.
Although the documentary, there's some stuff where like, yeah, it does seem like in the show maybe they're going a little hard, but then there's stories where like, I don't know if they just didn't feel like covering it or if it happens just later, but one of the stories is like that she and Prince Charles, while they're still married, she's like, the bulimia is really, really bad and they've had a really long day and they're at an event and she knows she's going to pass out. And so like she's not feeling good, but she's trying to get through it. And then I guess like she knows she's going to pass out and puts her hand on Prince Charles's shoulder to like try to tell him, and then she passes out sort of like onto him. And then later he flipped out and yelled at her for not going and like finding a quiet, private place to pass out in. Psycho.
Yeah, he man, if they didn't have that beautiful actor playing him on that show, I would hate him, but I don't hate him. I love him because that actor is so cool.
All of the little babies that play everybody are like very like beautiful and glamorous, and I think I might like the show mainly because I really like them.
That Prince Charles is so charming, and he's so evil, but he's so charming.
It's a good get in on it, family.
I'm gonna miss Anne too. I wish we would have gotten a whole Anne episode.
She's a cutie boy. Well, we're doing that thing where we talk about a show that not everybody's watched, and it's mean.
I know who Princess Diana is.
Princess Diana.
Diana. I knew when she was married.
She
I knew what year.
She did it. She did charity.
Yeah.
She did a lot of charities.
Oh. Actually, her fashion kind of sucked until the 90s.
Oh no.
There's
Sorry.
some.
You are wrong.
If you watch the documentary, there are some looks early on that are challenging.
Exactly.
Like a tiny tricorn hat fascinator with a large plumy feather with a
Okay, number one, they're
ruffle
royalty,
edge.
and that's a part of it. Okay.
There are just some that are really emotionally and physically challenging.
Oh, okay. All right. Now I feel really invested, and I really want to see this.
Just like it's a fun time.
I wish
I mean,
we had a
Like
queen.
the little pinchy waist mom jeans and like the super big, like she basically dressed like Larry David before he did, like this super big oversized jacket and a baseball cap and like glasses.
Oh yeah, that's all good. It's like it's earlier stuff that has a lot of like. You'll just have to watch it. It's challenging.
I'm gonna watch it. Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready to be challenged. I'm ready for it.
I'm always looking for challenges from Princess Diana.
Yeah.
I've got a
Yeah,
challenge
challenge
for
my
you.
Yeah, looking down from above, giving me challenges.
I've got a big challenge for you.
That's how she talks.
She's here.
A banana shaped challenge.
I know.
More beautiful than I remember.
I'm coming for it.
It does to your face.
Why is that so funny?
It looks so small.
Oh man,
It looks like an action figure.
your character goes in the pantheon with the soaker. It's got Princess Diana, the challenger.
Listen here.
Princess Diana the Challenger. So strong for us.
So strong.
I'm so happy about it.
All right.
I think I have to go to sleep.
Yeah, I have to go watch my nightly
'cause
10 episodes of Forensic
you're tired.
Files.
Yo, everybody likes true crime now.
Ryan,
British, Ryan.
No. True crime is always been the rage. Forensic
Well-
Files is old.
Well,
as
yeah, but
fuck.
all right, Ryan's into it. Kaiser said he just got into true crime, and
Oh, men
my
are
friend.
now. No. The only thing that's new is that men are getting back into it now. I mean, they
Okay.
always were, but they didn't want to
True.
admit it.
True that. Okay, all right. Well, I've never been into it because it's a little too haunting for me, but I think that is actually the attraction. But I'm already well aware of like how evil and just desperately depraved people can be.
Right. I mean, so are the people who watch a lot of true crime, and that's part of it. But
I like to be uplifted and like have my soul nourished.
I just want to make sure I don't make any mistakes.
What nourishing?
and that's how you learn, and that's not sinister at all, dude.
Where they're like, and if had he not left the glove in the concrete, we never would have caught him.
So many, the Forensic Files, the most terrifying thing is like so many of the cases are like, and then it went cold. But 15 years later, a weird coincidence happened, and this one person who knew something just out of pure fucking good luck happened to run into a detective that worked on the case 20 years ago. There's like all these episodes where you're like, if that one insane thing didn't happen, they never would have caught this guy. How many guys are there that haven't gotten caught because the insane thing didn't happen?
There's a show. It's called Cold Case. Cold Case is fucking amazing. This like totally like butch female public defender. Like she used to be like a criminal detective or whatever. She like goes around the country and like picks her side. She always picks like a sidekick, and they go around the country solving cold case crimes. It's really good. It's fucking good. My favorite thing with Forensic Files is that they always, at the end of the episode, compliment the evidence. They're always like, we couldn't have done this without the evidence. Like, it was the evidence. It was, we love the forensic evidence.
Credit where it's due.
Yeah.
I really like how you get like at minimum 3 really silly names and usually about 5 to 6 really silly faces per episode.
Yes, and they really say the names with like just the same kind of dry conviction they deliver all the information with.
Do you have examples?
They'll be like, Detective Gary Strawberry was the first on the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Or like,
like sex offender registry names.
Yeah.
Isn't that just the name of one of your characters from an RPG?
It is, yeah. But it's one of my favorite names.
Not a real example. You gotta have a real example.
Well, it was created in the spirit of the Forensic Files names. It was like I fed an AI 100 hours of Forensic Files, and it came up with the name Gary Strawberry.
I think Ben O'Brien had a Instagram account that was just like weird people's names on Forensic Files. This is something I've heard of before. That Forensic Files people for some reason have specifically very strange names.
They do.
That's cool.
You know who else has weird names? Is old-timey baseball players. Or
Or
not even old-timey baseball players, like pretty much baseball players.
They also got weird butts.
The Daryl Strawberry.
Well, yeah.
And
there
like
you go.
O to B McDowell. Are you talking about O to B McDowell?
There's one.
Otis.
I can't really think of any more off the satchel page. I don't know. Like,
Love names.
yes.
Oral Hershiser?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, Cal Ripken isn't really a normal name.
Cal Ripken's pretty weird.
Oh, Ryan, don't you miss when Cal Ripken had no nose? Don't you miss that?
Yeah,
Like,
it sucks that he has a nose now.
What?
What?
There were like these, they're all around the city. Like I think when I first moved to Baltimore, like around 2000, like summer of 2000, they put up all these billboards around the city. It was an ad. It was like Cal Ripken and kids, and whoever did like whatever. I don't know if it was like a pasting error or if it was. I don't know. It was a weird error, but all of the signs got pasted. All the billboards got pasted. So Cal Ripken had no nose. It just was like his eyes into his mouth, like this totally blank, like ghoulish face, and it was on and he's like kneeling with a kid. The kid was like usually untouched in the photo, but basically it was like someone just put the layer over Cal Ripken's nose. Do you remember that?
Bye.
I don't know. I remember he was doing ads for Six Flags for a hot minute. And they would have like his family in the ads, and they CGI'd his family's face to be identical to his face.
Ew, what?
Yeah, that's the one that's the ad campaign of Cal Ripken I remember the most, was when it was like a family. It was like the window licker video or Come to Daddy or something. Like all the whole family had Cal Ripken faces.
Damn.
Yes.
Remember when he beat up Kevin Costner?
Brian Duran would know about
What?
that.
Remember when he had sex with Brady Anderson?
Wait, no, he didn't.
That was
You're just making that one up. No, he didn't. He fucking throw hands with Kevin Costner.
I don't know. That sounds
Was
cool.
it Kevin Costner? Like apparently his wife was sleeping with Kevin Costner, and then like he like straight up went and just like sucker punched him. I might
Damn.
just be like totally.
The
I have been
Iron
known
Man.
to my brain has been known to invent things before.
Okay,
Like when I was little, I thought David Hasselhoff was in the band Iron Butterfly.
Oh, cool.
I know. I
He's
thought
really
that till
good
I was
Iron
like probably
Butterfly.
like 22 or something.
there's actually a Snopes page for this.
Oh, okay. So it's
It is a rumor.
Damn.
I thought he was just like like he was like sitting in the stands or something.
Well, what a weird rumor to start, though.
That's very weird.
We should start more rumors that have no, like, if they had no connection to each other. I don't know, just being like, did y'all know that Zoe Deschanel, you know,
Is
like,
cool.
doesn't have joints
She what?
doesn't have joints in her left hand.
It's
It's
just like
really rigid. Yeah,
rictus.
yeah.
It's a wooden left hand.
But that's what
Marky hand.
got the bangs initially, was to distract from it.
It's just carved.
You can only do this.
Yeah, like, I mean, if you watch a movie, if you pay good attention, you'll notice she has.
She never picks anything up with her left.
She's like a Muppet who always is kind of going like that.
Yeah, she stands like that a lot, or it's just kind of like by her side.
True
Or
story.
if she does grab, or you know, if she's gonna grab something, she kind of scooches it with one hand, and grab it with the other,
Like slides it over.
just like,
Man, this story is awesome.
what is it?
Cal Ripken Jr. was letting Kevin Costner stay at his house after The Postman. You know, the movie starring Tom
Oh,
Petty
yeah.
as the mayor.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah. And so, you know, so he's just staying over, and Cal's like, I got to go to the game, you know? So he goes to the game, but then he realizes halfway there that he left his gum at home. So he goes back to get the gum, and he finds his wife naked with Kevin Costner in bed. That's right, Kelly Ripken, totally nude. And so of course,
Scandalizing.
yeah. So
That's right. Kelly Ripken.
he beats the hell out of Oscar award-winning actor and director Kevin Costner, and then calls up the Orioles and's like, "I'm not coming in today." Oh, and also,
Yeah, Cal. Fucking tell him.
yeah, and then the coach, who's probably his dad, you know, Cal Ripken Sr., is like, "Hey, Cal, I may need to remind you, you have a Hall of Fame streak of most games consecutively played without missing a game. You can't miss the game or your streak will be over." And Cal's like, "I'm not coming in. I'm really mad about Kevin Costner being naked with my wife."
No, Kevin Costner ruined the streak.
Yeah, well, so what they did was that the team owner decided to take care of it, and the game was canceled because of an electrical failure, which was a lie.
Oh shit!
Whoa.
But Snopes says this
so
whole story is wrong.
2131 is a fucking myth, huh?
Did you ever call the highs?
Oh shit, I totally forgot. Let's do that and close the show out.
Yeah.
Close it out.
All right, call the highs.
All right.
What are you asking for?
Oh, you know what you should do is you should call them and ask them why autistic people walk on their toes.
Oh my god, I did not rubber stamp that, by the way. I still, just because I can relate to the content on some
Oh,
level.
hey there. Okay, so you're on Beaver Dam Road?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, right on York Road, or no? That's on Warren.
It's. Let me look at a map real quick. I'm sorry, I'm actually not familiar with the area.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just looking for the cross street. Thank you.
You're welcome. The cross street is McCormick Road.
Oh, McCormick Road. Okay, I was actually. I guess I was just lost a bet. All right. Have a wonderful evening.
Ask
young
her what
sir.
McCormick smells like right now.
All right. No. Yeah.
Correct.
Damn, Ryan. I guess you know your neighborhood better than I do. McCormick Road and Beaver Dam.
I am the consummate county boy.
Yeah. Oh, I know where that is. That's further up. That's almost like in Hunt Valley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hunt Valley,
Yeah.
where they've made all those classic video games.
True. Like
Civilization.
Civilization there.
Yep. Also XCOM.
I don't know that one.
It's very popular now. You shoot aliens and you can name your dudes.
Oh boy.
Wow. Wow,
Yeah,
that
it's
sounds
cool.
so
You can
neat.
you can come up with names like Forensic Files. Like some good names I had with my
What
dudes.
do forensic files.
One
Very
name I
strong.
really liked was Angel Grinder. It's a good name, huh?
Have you been keeping track? What is the Instagram account? Post it to the chat.
I don't know. I think he really only posted like 5 posts,
Oh.
like 4 years ago or something.
So now no one else can do that idea, but we also
Oh.
can't see any more names. Great.
I'll try to remember. I'll try to find it. I'm sure I'm following it.
Ask
Tell
for the
him to
password.
reawaken it.
Tell him if he's not updating it, get the password and say we'll do it.
Okay, I'll ask.
That you know what that'll do is he'll go, what you want to do it,
Yeah.
and then he'll start updating it himself.
Well,
Either way, with his names.
all we want is
Oh,
the
boy.
names. We want the names.
Give us the names.
We want control. We want control. We want to be able to contribute.
We want furniture that is reasonably priced. We're not talking about bricks, and I'm not talking about straw. I would like something right in that sweet spot in between. Do you
No, that's
know?
right. That Goldilocks.
Do you know any stores?
That's the
Give me
part
that Goldilocks.
for is like wooden furniture. Yeah, I get that. What's the stuff though? Stuff is too generalized.
You know what it is. See,
It's
Probably
Siva.
just Sebum.
It's
So wait,
Sebum.
what are we watching next?
Ab Fab, right?
Oh right, yes.
We do one episode at a time. They're pretty short.
You could probably do 2 or 3.
Yeah.
A couple of episodes.
You too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you can't watch just one.
That's what I'm saying. It's like 3.
Aw.
I haven't watched that since I was like, it was on Comedy Central when I was like 15.
Oh, I watched it recently. It's good.
Yeah.
They're fun because they're.
What are you showing us, Lexi?
Nothing. They do your business.
Where are we going? I'm there.
just
I'm
taking a
scared.
meeting to watch me jerk off. I'm trying
Where are
to
you
get
taking us?
CNN.
I
are you
thought that always happens on Zoom
You
calls.
cowards! I dare you.
Damn Jeffrey Tubin.
They'll never do it. I'm in TV.
Damn, Jeffrey
No, I think
Tubin.
Yeah, damn, Jeffrey Tubin.
Dang.
Why didn't you go into a movie theater?
I know. At least
Yeah,
Pee Wee
you know.
Herman was in an X-rated movie theater.
How many
Theater.
how
Man,
many
Yeah.
times did you jerk off in a meeting that nobody found out about?
Yeah.
Crap.
No, there's the there was the OJ made the, it was like a I guess OJ is on TikTok now.
no, it's Twitter.
And
Well,
yeah,
Oh,
was
is it TikTok? Okay.
Yeah, that video that I kept playing a couple weeks ago, where it's like that guy Jeffrey Tubin that wrote a book about OJ got busted for like jacking off on Zoom, and OJ was like, "Damn, Jeffrey Tubin, at least Pee Wee Herman was in an X-rated movie theater." Just saying.
Just saying was really what
Yeah.
made it.
Oh yeah,
And
that's the cream on the
Man,
cherry
if
on top.
this world was perfect, the winner of this year's Masked Singer would be OJ. Take the mask off and it's fucking OJ. That would be
That motherfucker can't sing.
just the best
How do you-
That
possible
would be the
world
thing
to
that
live
would
in.
keep him from. There's nothing else in his past that would keep him from successfully navigating this reality television show.
They'd just be like, they would, you know how they would hype it? They'd be like, no one would have guessed. Oh, we never saw this coming. You know, they just keep the focus on that part and then not so much on the murders, which he's innocent of, according to the courts.
you guys
Exactly.
think he would run for office? Can you run for office?
Oh,
No, because he's got a criminal record.
Right. For
Oh, that's right. He actually did. go
He
to
did
jail.
crime, yeah,
Yeah, he
did.
like and got in trouble for it.
jail for a crime, but not
Right. stealing his memorabilia back that he had to sell to pay for the trial or something like that.
So nuts.
At gunpoint or some crazy shit.
Some totally fucking weird thing.
What a dweeb.
Oh, didn't we one time suggest that they should remake Naked Gun and put him in the Leslie Nielsen role? That would be fair.
Oh, something like that. That would work. Yeah, I'm
Sounds
into
like
it. Or just make a Naked Gun spin-off about that character.
Nordberg.
That was his name. He was just like kind of like
Well,
a
then it would
doofus.
become a whole franchise.
Yeah.
The joke was that he wasn't really able to be in the movie because he kept getting injured by accident. Like he'd like.
I
fall
thought they were
down
always trying to
steps
get
and
rid of him or something too.
stuff. It was.
Remember they were like, "Here, put this puzzle together."
Yeah. Well, like
I need to
the
rewatch
second one is the one where he keeps getting injured all the time,
Yeah.
right?
I
And
need to
then
rewatch.
They all kind of run together. Well, the first two run together
Yeah.
for me, but then I remember the third one specifically because that had what's her face in it?
Barbara Bush.
No,
Lisa Marie.
no,
Look at all of them.
shit. She married the really old guy and then she
Anna
died.
Nicole.
Oh, and
Anna Nicole Smith. Yeah.
Oh, I love
Oh
her.
man, I miss her.
A hero. Yeah, she was real.
Yeah, she was great.
She was a
Real
real
one.
one.
Yeah, that's a real American hero. She's
Mhm. Yeah.
they broke the mold with her. Actually, no, they didn't. But that's an American archetype, right? there.
Yeah.
Dude, well, I mean, I'm totally shilling for this podcast right now, but like, that you're wrong about also does an episode about Anna Nicole that's super good,
Okay.
and you're like, she got fucked, like, she got the
Yeah, by an old ass dick.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He did,
He
yeah.
probably had to tie that shit to a Slim Jim.
Dude, they were in love. That was like a real relationship. Or like
Really?
he really wanted to marry her. He was like super in love with her.
Oh
It's really
man.
it's kind of a sweet story.
Damn.
Yeah,
Love it.
just
Cool.
close your eyes and. Just pretend
Wait.
it's something else.
Oh my god. Do you guys remember when that thing happened on Twitter about the girl who was like 19 who married like a 99-year-old guy who looked like fucking Cotton Hill?
Yep,
No.
that was
And
pretty
then-
cool.
And then got so thrashed by Twitter that she deleted it.
She had I screenshotted one of them. She had the
Oh, good.
tweet was so good. It was, I hated balls until I gargled his. Because she was trying to prove to everyone that it wasn't just about the
Yeah.
money. She was like, no, I'm into this dude.
Gargled them.
Yeah.
Well, they're so loose that you can really do that. And
Gargle smell.
There's a liquidity to being able
yeah,
to gargle.
yeah. It loses the elasticity, but the result is that it's like a little bit get more in a smaller space.
Yeah.
Gross.
Really, it's the only thing you can do is gargle them. Can't do much else.
Yeah.
Keep for gargling.
What,
And on that note,
when you're
I'm
99?
gonna leave the chat, y'all.
Tired.
All
Bye.
right, let's take a week off and do. Is everyone okay with that? 2
Yeah.
weeks ab fab.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
All right.
Ab-ab.
Maybe
Later.
we can get us bombed then too.
Yeah, cool.
All right,
Later.
everybody,
Bomb you guys.
do your exercises so that your thing looks good when you show it to us without our permission.
The exercises.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Mm.